Welcome, everybody. It's been quite a while since we've played the last session, but we are officially back here at the Fantasy Forge Studios channel playing Everlast, the adventures of Eclaas Eeas, and we are joined by our party members as usual. We are missing two members today, but we have the vast majority of the crew together. So let's go ahead and start with introductions. Let's go ahead and start with Max.
Hello, I'm Max. I'm playing the delightful Zyl, who, if you were with us yesterday, we decided his entire personality is axes and waffles. So I think we need to go find him a waffle.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain to me like why the waffles.
For some reason, with Forge, there's been a running joke about getting him a waffle maker.
Yeah.
And this came up in chat during mine and Cole's Lego Star Wars stream last night from Cole, who loves axes. So
Yeah.
I don't really know. That's about all the context I have.
Nice. And see, that is a really good example of our followers and our people in chat actually affecting the world of Everlast, even off stream. So there you go.
So I don't know how this is gonna play. Do waffles exist in Everlast? Yes
They
or no?
could, but I don't know about a waffle iron. Maybe they do, like one of those like campfire waffle irons.
We'll get Krothos to make one for us. He's a blacksmith, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's
Max,
I'm a blacksmith. I can make one.
you should have made Zyl a baker, and then he could have invented the first waffle.
That's true. That's like who cares about the fact that he's a hero? It's just like he's the one who brought waffles to Everlast.
His heroic duty is bringing waffles.
Something like some kind of shield. Someone's gonna accidentally spill some dough into the forge. Boom, waffle born.
Nice.
Anyway,
Sounds beautiful.
I am also covering for Luxalia today, so she's gonna. I apologize in advance, Cole. I'm gonna butcher her playing well.
It'll be
but
fine.
it's gonna happen.
Well, and we've also realized that we don't have like Cole's actual character sheet fully, so we kind of filled in some of like the skill checks as like, we think it's this. So again, Cole, we apologize. Luxalia might be suboptimal today.
I will get a copy from him later to avoid this problem next time.
It's okay. The whole party will be together today, so that's not as big of an issue.
Will
hopefully.
Oh no! Don't do that.
No, we're right outside the door. Zyl and I are.
Let me in. All right. So speaking of that, Cole is not joining us, but Max will be covering the character for Luxalia. So Luxalia is the resident healer of the group, and she is a Glyvan from the Silverwood. They're like a fox people that really specialize specifically in the worship of mana, the worship of basically the spirit of Alamia, and being a shrine maiden to Amaterasu, which is a guardian, which she helps to pray through to Alamia. She is able to kind of dispel some of the darkness that exists inside of the evil demons and stuff that are coming in through these very evil cultists. So that's her job currently right now, is keeping the party alive and helping keep spirits alive, hopefully. So let's go ahead and move on to Connor.
Yes, hi guys, I'm Connor. I play Belbin. He too is a Glyvan, except he's from the Roku Horn, which is the much poorer, gruffer, rough and tough area. So, yeah, he is a big fighter. Always loves to pick a fight. Always loves a good fight, even if he doesn't lose very often, I guess. Not yet.
Not yet.
No, there's sometimes. There are sometimes actually. Mountain lion got me. I will say that. I should be dead by now, but yeah, we'll just see how we go.
Let's let him die.
Be a little meaner.
Oh boy. Moving on, Thordain, usually played by Jonathan. Unfortunately, Jonathan hasn't been with us. Those who've been following along for the past couple of months. He has got some personal stuff that's going on. But he plays a elf from the Woodland Realm. So he's a wood elf by the name of Thordain. And he is a support character in the group of Eclaas Eeas. Helps mostly during travel, but he wields a bow, he wields some swords, and he's actually pretty useful in combat as well. And he will actually be played by Dane today. And then moving on, we finally have Dane.
As Kyle mentioned, hello everyone. I'm Dane Forged here at Fantasy Forge Studios. But I will be playing first and foremost my character Mistletoe Yuki. She's a silver draken from the Refinium Peaks. She is a bard class, but she's a DPS bard class. She is a sword dancer, so she dual wields swords. She just unlocked SR proficiency with broadswords, which is really cool. So now I'm going to be taking out a sword that I've had for a long time that I haven't been able to use. So I'm really pumped about that.
Yeah,
It's gonna be really sick.
It's pretty sweet. Like it's so new that like I still have to write the stat block for it. So
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be sweet. Yeah, no, it's nice. But yeah, so this is our group, Eclaas Eeas. They have been traveling through all of Everlast, some from the very beginning. And actually, Dana and I were talking before stream. And guys, believe it or not, like we are like past like 2.5 years of this campaign. Isn't that crazy?
Holy
That's
crap.
insane.
2.5. Since Max has joined it, it's been about 2 years. But since Connor and the rest of the guys, it's been 2.5 years. Crazy. Holy smokes. But yeah, we're here on the Aishen Island doing our thing. And for those of you who don't know,
Still level 7.
for those of you who don't know, my name is Kyle, and I am the creator of the world of Everlast, the creator of the game of Everlast. And it is my pleasure to be the Fate Weaver for this group of people. So my job is to make their lives difficult while also helping to narrate a story. Speaking of which, we're going to jump into really quickly some copyright stuff. So obviously, this is a game that is not out yet officially. And it's still currently in the process of being made. But that being said, Fantasy Forge Studios and myself, we own all the copyrights and everything of the text, images, video, audio, graphics, story, gameplay mechanics, all those types of things that exist within this world. If you want to know more about some of those mechanics and whatnot, since the actual source material is not available to you, go check out our podcast. We actually most recently had a very in-depth discussion about the creation of this game and everything that's has been going kind of into that. So might be something fun to do. But don't take this and claim that it is your own, as it is copywritten. But you may use it as your own, basically for your own like campaigns, non-commercial use stuff. Have fun. Throw it into a D&D campaign. That's how we started this game, as a D&D campaign, and now it is finally turned into its own kind of thing. And so have fun with it. Enjoy the world. That's why we're giving this to you, so you guys can really participate in this beautiful world that is Everlast. So jumping back into what's going on, let's go ahead and...
Hold on, Kyle, I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you ever get sick of your disclaimer?
Yeah, I do. I actually, between all of us, I might just have like a recorded version of it where it's just like, you know, where you like
I was
speed
just
it
going to
up times
suggest
3.
that.
And it's like, it's just like, just like.
But then
seconds.
then we don't get your weekly flavor on it. It's a little bit different every time you
It
say
is,
it.
yeah, it is.
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
Every week he'll play it at a different speed.
There we go.
Some weeks, 1.5.
We'll do
Some
it at a
weeks,
0.5
7.
speed. Yeah, we'll eventually get to that point. But
Yeah, we'll get there.
as of now, you guys get to hear it said a little bit differently every time. But,
Do it at 0.5 speed, and all characters take 1d16 psychic damage.
yeah, seriously. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just
Yeah,
some
take
darkness
damage.
damage. There's like,
Just starting every session off just a minus with D16.
No, it's like I finished
Even
reading the
the chat
description.
took
It's like,
damage.
okay, everybody, roll misery checks.
There might be an option where like chat can like, I know there's an option in Twitch where you can like do like a Twitch boss kind of thing. And so maybe that'd be one of the things we can set up for like the actual Everlast streams, is like set up like a boss for like the chat to like fight against each other and stuff.
The chat can fight the boss?
The fight, no, yeah. So it's obviously separate from the tabletop
Yeah.
RPG, right? But like it's based off of like using channel points and donations and subscriptions, and every one of those goes and does damage to like a boss kind of thing. And the bosses are like the highest donator or like the highest that kind of thing. And whoever defeats the monster becomes the new boss, if that makes sense. So,
Okay.
Guys, let's make this
You
happen.
guys know? You
This
guys
is
remember
sick.
like Twitch play Pokemon?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
heard of that.
where
Yeah.
they like control.
Twitch plays Everlast. They control a character.
No, that's gonna be a bad idea. It's
They
gonna
would
be
die so
chaotic.
fast. They would die so fast.
Yeah, you guys will just be in the chats controlling your character. That's gonna be what ends up happening. Zyl's in the chat
No,
controlling.
not one of
Zyl.
our characters. Like, they get their own character.
Jeez.
The chat
Oh, God.
controls the NPCs.
Well, we digress. Yeah, chat controls NPCs. There you go. We digress. So jumping into the world of Everlast, and we are finally on session 10 of this official live stream. This is crazy. It's going by quick. Months have passed, but we're on session 10 already, and I think this is like the 4th session that the group's been in this dungeon. The 4th or 5th session, maybe 5th. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. But the group Eclaas Eeas, they are a traveling group of adventurers fighting for good, fighting for justice. They have made their way to an island called Aishen Island, and upon this island, they were brought to protect this town, Takai Town, during the celebration of Solstice, which is a summer festival. During that, while they were protecting things, stuff kind of hit the fan, and they chased a bandit into the woods. Doing so, they chopped through this jungle, and they stumbled upon a bandit camp, got rid of them pretty easily, went to go find what turned out to be Duluth, a bandit leader. And it seems that other than just bandits, there was a little bit more sinister plan in the works where Duluth, he actually served a sorcerer that lived at a local jungle keep. And the party was able to convince the bandits, the surviving bandits, to go sneak in and overthrow this sorcerer. And so that's what the group decided to do, which they snuck in, pretending to be kind of bandits, new recruits, that kind of stuff. To which a lot of stuff happened in this dungeon. They've already defeated Synzerac. They've also defeated Grand Duel Bloodluster. And they've saved a couple of people, and they're kind of in the process right now of sneaking their way through this to try to get to the sorcerer. The sorcerer, the ultimate big bad of kind of this dungeon keep itself. However, the last session, about a month ago, the group, they made their way down into the dungeon. Well, some of them did. Made their way down into the sewers, to which they killed off a bunch of slimes that were guarding this somewhat secret entrance, to which they opened it, revealing a dark, basically a dark room lit very dimly by candles, and they were greeted with a very sinister laugh. In that group was, I believe it was Luxalia, it was Belbin, and Thordain, along with Salic and Matic. To which both Yuki and Zyl had made their way down to the door trying to get in, finding that the door was locked, barring them from rejoining their party.
No!
So let's go ahead and begin. Let's start with the other side of the door with Zyl and Yuki.
Wait, we have a key of some kind.
We have a key. Don't we, Zyl?
Can we
I
try the
remember that.
key?
Yes, Zyl, you have it, right? Fumbling through his thing from the, what was it? From the dresser, the panty drawer of Bloodluster, right?
I don't remember where we got this key, but we have a key.
Remember, we have a key. Is there any keyholes?
Yeah, is there a key?
So you examine
figure.
this door up and down. One thing that's really interesting is as you made your way down into the kind of the sewer area, it's almost like a hole that's dug its way with a kind of like a small winding spiral staircase that makes its way. You look at this door, and it looks to be of some kind of wood make. I'm going to have both of you make focus skill checks as you look to attempt to find any kind of keyhole or any way to see how this door functions.
By the way,
Hey,
I got a new D16 from Kyle, so I'm gonna be rolling it. Inaugural roll. This is the fate of this dice. So we'll see. What is this? Focus, you said?
We
Yes,
immediately have to throw it away.
Anyways, what were you saying, Connor?
Faye, are we aware on the other side of the door that someone's trying to get in, or that it's...
No, they have just arrived, and they are currently
Okay.
examining. Where your focus on the other side of the door is currently in the room directly ahead of you.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't remember, they just found quite a few, they fought quite a few slimes and everything, eventually able to disperse of them all. And they're pretty battle-worn, or at least some of them are. And so, with that being the case, everyone's looking into this hall with just a sinister laughter, just kind of like, ugh, again. Like, what's going on? Zyl, what was your roll?
Non-natural 16.
Okay.
Oh,
and
freaking
Yuki,
sick. 13.
13. You examine the door, and
You don't have to throw it away.
you do find that there is a keyhole.
I try the key.
The keyhole was actually hidden behind a sliding, basically like you have the handle, and underneath it just looked like it was just part of the wood. As you were examining it, you noticed that as you tugged on it a little bit, it folds back. Basically there was like a little latch that folded back, revealing a small keyhole. So you guys do have a couple of keys to be able to, I guess.
We have. I know. I have one, although it was like to the Bloodluster's like personal chambers.
I do not remember how many keys I have.
There was at least another one that we got.
So there were 2 keys that I remember from your guys's.
Yeah, we got one from the Minotaur room. I remember.
Correct.
I don't know if we've used that one. I don't think that's fit any doors or anything. It might have actually.
I think was there one we found way earlier before we got up there?
I don't think so. I mean, the Minotaur room was the first one that we found.
Okay, yeah.
Then we found one in the Bloodluster's like personal chambers. I remember, and then we found the hand. So
there was
that's
actually
what we found
another
so far.
key. Now that I remember that you guys also did find earlier on in the sewers.
We're stacked with keys.
Not
All
in the
right,
sewers,
we're stacked
in
with
the
keys.
dungeons.
I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
we
it, don't
did.
I? Is that the one I have? I've got one.
Okay,
Belbin has that
that's
one.
That's the one
Yeah.
Belbin has. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll test the one. Yuki takes out the Minotaur key that she found, and she's like,
Didn't I take it?
sizing
Remember
it
the
up. Oh yeah,
doors
yeah,
were,
yeah.
like,
That is
sketchy?
correct, Zyl. I'm sorry about that. Yes, you're correct. I handed her to Zyl.
I put it in. Or tried to.
The key is too large to fit into the hole.
All right.
We try the other key.
Okay. You slide it in. It fits the right size of the hole, and you begin with actually some struggle. It seems like this key should be working as it begins to turn, but you notice you can't get it to turn fully. I'm gonna have you make a dexterity skill check for me.
Oh no, are you good at that, Zyl?
I'm not bad at it.
Okay.
10.
10. You kind of fumble around with it, and your first instinct is to try to force it open. But as you kind of jiggle it a little bit, you notice it's probably some rusted parts from being down in this, the key not being used very often. Some rusted parts. And you're able to click it open, to which the door swings open to reveal immediately in front of you a closed, almost solid stone-like wall door that stands in front of you there.
I just look at the door. I'm like, that's some shoddy craftsmanship.
And Yuki turns to Zyl and he's like, "Didn't the bandit say that Synzerac was down here? This is just a wall." I look on the wall and I examine it. I like try to look for like a hollow point or something, like knocking on it.
I'm gonna have you, as you're doing that, make another focus skill check for me. Again, remember you still have weariness, so it's at -2, not weariness.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, it's another 13, so
13.
yeah.
Okay. So how are you examining this? Like, again,
So
you're looking
she's going up against the wall and like feeling it a little bit, looking for any more like little keyholes or anything, testing and like knocking on it, seeing if it's just how thick it is. Basically just testing the waters on this thing.
While you're doing that, I'm actually going to have Belbin, Thordain, and Luxalia. I'm gonna have you all make wisdom skill checks for me.
Do they all have weird? Does Luxalia have weariness?
She does.
Baby,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay.
And Belbin's just rolling it straight. So
Is Belbin being sick starting off the session?
Dude, he non-natural 16. I would say that's pretty sick.
I got a 12.
Wait, what is this? Sorry. Wisdom?
A wisdom skill check for Thordain.
A 9.
How's my Luxalia voice?
That's pretty good, actually. I'm a little
Sorry, you're
surprised.
sounding a little sick after this battle. You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm very tired.
Doesn't she always sound like that, Belbin?
I'm sorry. What was that for Thordain?
A 9.
A 9. Belbin does hear some kind of rhythmic tapping coming back from the other direction. Nobody else does.
Oof. Guys, do you hear that?
Thordain's checking in on the little dudes.
What?
The guards.
The guards.
I think I hear
Yeah.
tapping coming from behind us.
Is it a nice beat?
not my kind of music. Belbin will go over there and try to investigate, maybe. See what it is.
As you do that, I'm actually going to have you make a charisma survival check for me, Belbin.
Oh no!
Should have danced.
We
Ooh,
just
another
wanna
good
go
roll, though. Another non-natural 16.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yo!
Yeah,
Come on, baby.
Belbin,
Bring it, Fate Weaver.
you make your way over with no problem. However, nobody actually follows you. Both Luxalia and Thordain's eyes are still fixated on the open room in front. But again, you just leave their presence and you make your way over across the empty sewage grate or sewage river thing to the general area where you hear the tapping. But as you do so, the tapping does get audibly louder, and you notice that it is actually coming from the other side of the sealed door. That is basically where you guys were locked in.
Where we
Is this gonna
entered,
be a
right?
misdirect?
Where you guys
They're
Okay.
gonna let in
Okay.
Duluth and not us.
Do you have the map from last session, Kyle? Or no?
Unfortunately, no, I did not.
All right. Are there levers still there?
There are levers still there.
See, and
Before that, can Yuki attempt to donkey kick the wall?
Sure. I mean, Yuki, you're doing your thing. Go ahead and make a physical skill check for me.
She wants.
I think Belbin.
Oh, Yuki!
He was pretty open to opening a door to a cultist, so I think he's gonna. He likes answering doors,
Okay.
so
All right.
he'll try
that
to
was
investigate.
Okay.
physical. What's Yuki's physical? 6. 11.
11. You
11
turn
donkey.
around and you begin to donkey kick it, and you donkey kick straight or like a brick wall. It seems
Nice.
like.
And I turned to Zyl and I'm like, I think it's a brick wall. I don't know where they went. Is this like Harry Potter? I heard of such things. Of
Can
people
I-
going
can
through
I just
mysterious
tap
walls.
the different with your umbrella.
Yeah.
Can I take a closer look at it, see if I recognize like any tool marks or mechanical features?
Go ahead and make a
Or-
focus skill check as you attempt to do that. Okay, Belbin, on the other side of this door, what are you doing?
I'm tapping back.
Ooh, that's
as
a-
you do that, Yuki and Zyl, I'm actually going to have you both make wisdom skill checks for me.
My focus skill check is an 8.
Okay.
My wisdom skill check is an 18.
Ooh,
Okay.
That is an 11 for Yuki.
feeling very wise.
So Zyl, you are looking up and down on this wall, and it's just, to you, it just seems like a wall. Like there's not even like any kinds of marks like that. There's been any kind of struggle or scratching. However, as you like are examining this, you start to hear tapping coming from the other side. Actually, tapping in the exact same pattern that Yuki was tapping beforehand.
Do any of us know like whatever the Everlast equivalent of Morse code would be?
Yeah, it's like a Morse code. It's basically like the equivalent to like thieves' cant in D&D, something like that.
So none of us.
Technically, Belbin, I think, does know.
Yeah, I think that's something Belvin should probably know.
There is urgent intent.
Does Yuki hear this or no?
Yuki, you can barely hear it, but like Zyl's like pressed his ear up against this, and he's just like, whoa, like he can like feel a little bit of a vibration, but like it's very clear to him.
Yuki's
just-
confused, and she
he looks
screams at the
around.
where
Oh.
the heck did Synzerac go? Still trying to be in character. Like, what's going on?
Zyl just looks around. Does he see anyone near us other than Yuki?
There is nobody near you. You're basically alone in like this like 10-foot by 10-foot circular room.
He just
Are
starts shouting, "Can you hear us? Let us in!"
Are there any levers in our room, or is it just like a naked room with a brick wall?
Not any that are like in direct sight of you. Although the one thing that you did notice is there seemed to be some kind of like hidden, obviously, keyhole in the door. So there might be some kind of hidden something if you do look, potentially.
Yuki's gonna sleuth real quick
Focus.
while Zyl's
Do I-
yelling at the wall.
Do I hear anything? Like they're screaming. Do I hear them or no?
You hear him barely audible, kind of like a muffle, like.
It's a 14 for Yuki.
Let us in. Yeah, no. You do hear Zyl actually screaming from the other side, audible.
Do I recognize their voice?
Yeah, I would say you do. He's screaming pretty loud.
Okay.
That was a 14 for Yuki, by the way.
14. Yeah, you look around and you kind of sleuth and do your thing. What specifically are you checking?
Like if there's any like hidden like levers or any like hidden buttons or something that like
the
moves
walls,
this
the
wall.
floors, the usual.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm looking for obviously like obvious levers, and then I guess the wall. That's
Okay.
where she would
No
probably
obvious
look for
levers
things.
that you see.
Okay.
But as you begin to like motion through, kind of feel it up the wall and whatnot, there are some brick patterns that jut out a little bit that seem a little bit odd. You press them, but you don't really understand quite how they work.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Do they like go in and out like when I press them?
Are you gonna like press it inward?
Yeah. I mean, might as well try.
You
right?
do, and you hear a slight as it like slowly begins to push its way into the wall.
Okay, nice. All right.
I'll scream from the other side. What's the password?
Do I hear it? I'm assuming I don't. I'm too far away from the wall.
Yeah, you're pretty far out, but Zyl,
Do
you
I-
do hear because
Do
you're
I
screaming
recognize
it, right?
this?
Yeah. Just like recognizing Zill's voice and
Yeah.
wanting to screw with him.
Yeah, Zyl hears it.
Belbin, you... Wait, do I recognize that it's Belbin?
Yeah, unless you're trying to disguise your voice.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm trying to disguise my voice. I'm trying to just screw with them.
All right, I'm gonna have you make a influence skill check for me.
Oh my gosh. I'm wasting all my good rolls on non-important things. What'd you say it was? Sorry.
Influence.
And 18.
18.
Yo.
Yeah, you sound like a competitive person. You like muffle. You're just like, hey, what's the password? And Zyl's... you do not recognize at all that this is.
I'm on a mission from Grendel Bloodluster. I don't need no freaking password.
Yeah, Zyl attempts to mask his voice a little bit from his normal Zyl voice. You do hear this. How do you wish to respond?
What's the password?
If you don't let me in, you'll get a meeting with the Bloodluster that you won't come out of.
That's a pretty good.
While this is happening, Yuki, you've gotten to the point where you've slid it all the way in, and
Oh, nice.
you kind of feel the brick set in a way, but nothing happens.
All right.
guess
I hear
it's-
him. Yeah, I hear Zyl shout, and then I just say, "Is there someone on the other side?
Yeah.
What are you shouting at?"
He's asking for a password.
A password? And Yuki goes through her mind. She goes up to the wall, and she's just like, excuse me, who am I speaking to? We're looking for Synzerac."
None of your business. Synzerac told me not to open the door to anyone.
Does he have to fool me with that voice?
Actually,
question.
let's do this. We're gonna do contested influence
Yo.
skill checks.
Yeah, good luck, Melvin. With a -2, 15.
Oh, and this is my first bad roll. Influence?
Yeah.
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you recognize
Nine,
that you
nine.
recognize the voice. You don't know exactly who it is,
Alright.
but like this voice sounds familiar.
Alright. I say, we're on important business for the Bloodluster. Please let us in. We need to see Synzerac right away. Luxalia, what did I just say? We need to see Synzerac right away.
And as like you Belbin, you kind of note that they're like trying to put up some kind of like a front. Like they're not sure like who they're talking to, and it's very obvious that they're trying to disguise themselves. You
Oh my goodness.
you are I guess, kind of have the power in this situation. How do you wish to
No.
respond?
I'll say, nah, like, I've been told not to open the door, and even if I wanted to, I can't.
Is Luxalia and Thordain aware of what's going on?
They are
No, they still
transfixed on the
fixed on the
open
door.
room.
They
across
don't
the
hear
way.
Belbin?
They have no idea what's going on with Belbin.
Okay, great.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess.
I'll start to look around though, haphazardly, just to
Alright.
see if I can figure out how to open the door.
Make a focus skill check for me.
In the meantime, Yuki turns to Zyl and like, there were some weird notches on there. Maybe we could just force our way in. I don't know. Maybe we could try pushing them in.
I
Those
got an
little
11.
bricks on the wall.
7.
An 11.
11. You look around, and one thing that you do see is the bricks that should be flat. There are actually a few of them that are pushed out in your direction as well. It's just something that just looks a little bit odd on the wall. And one thing that you notice is the face of the stone is kind of covered in a grime / moss of being in the sewer, but the sides of it are completely clean.
Can I go over and try to grab it?
So you grab it. Do you wish to pull it out or push it in?
I'll try pulling it out first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll push it in.
You attempt to pull it out, and it does not budge at all.
Okay.
But as you attempt to push it in, you kind of feel a similar sensation to what Yuki is, where it's it's slowly, almost kind of by its own volition, once you put pressure on it, begins to kind of move and fit into place.
Okay. Glad I fixed that wall.
Try and push the wall.
Yeah, Zyl and I are doing the same thing on the other side.
So you look around, and there are 2 or 3 others that are the same thing. And Belbin, there is one other piece of a chunk of wall that's the same there.
Okay.
On the opposite side. So are you assuming? I'm assuming all of you are going and pushing.
Oh yeah.
Is there any specific pattern that really quickly I can see, I can try to deduce, or no?
No, it
I would
seems
never
really
no clue.
random.
All right, I push.
Push.
So all of these pieces get pushed, and they all settle into place. And immediately, you begin to feel a slight rumbling in the walls.
Ooh, I'm hungry.
As this happens, you notice that there is a very slow raising of this door, and it stops about halfway. However, you are able to see that there is light coming from underneath the door frame, and you notice that there is a shadow of an individual on the other side of the door.
That's from their perspective?
From their perspective.
Okay.
Belbin, it's dark on the other side, so you can't see anything underneath.
Okay. But I know it's them because of their voice.
Yeah, you know it's them.
Yeah.
Yuki calls through the doorway. It's just like, I told you, you better let us in to see Synzerac. No funny business. And Yuki
Just
takes
grab the
out
door
her
and
sword.
start trembling.
I'll move to the side so that if they try to shove anything under the door, they can't hit me. But then I'll say, "What's the password?"
And Yuki screams, "D's nuts!" And she just goes under the door.
Can we fit?
Yuki is gonna have some trouble fitting underneath.
Trying.
Because of her wings.
Fatty.
Because of her wings and the way that they spread out. Zyl, you can do it, but were you trying to lift the door with the rest
Yeah, I
of
was
the way
trying
up?
to lift it up.
All right, go ahead and make a physical skill check for me.
17.
17. Yeah, you begin lifting.
Yo.
Lifting it slowly, very, very slowly. You begin lifting this door a little.
I'll push one of the bricks in to try to stop the door from opening.
The hell?
So you
pushed in,
pushed
right?
all of the bricks in, as it were. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
way for you to get a grasp in order to try to pull it out, though.
Dang. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it goes up slowly. Are you gonna do anything as this door is continuing to?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna take a few steps away from the wall just in case they come out swinging or something.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Yuki, you're at
Yuki's
the point where you can make your way under, and Zyl, yeah, you can make your way under if you wish.
She's doing it very ungracefully. She's kind of flailing her arms. She's trying to snake her way through, waving her sword out in front of her.
Yeah, it's a good thing, Belbin, that you kind of backed away from the door, because immediately you see this blue hair, some horns, a couple of wings, and arms outstretched in front, swords just waving as she's trying to kind of like snake her way through. It's not a very graceful sight to see.
Nope. Not at all.
And then once she's through, I shimmy my way through as well.
It doesn't take long for you guys to kind of adjust because it's pretty decently dimly lit in here. But you do notice that standing in front of you is Belbin, and across the way you notice that there is a transfixed Luxalia and a transfixed Thordain. And to their left, you see what look to be very, very injured Salic and Matic.
I go to just shove Belbin a little bit.
Hey guys, what's up?
Belbin,
Nice
come
to
on.
see you
now.
guys
I'm
again.
just gonna try and shove him.
This isn't the time to mess around, Belbin.
Belbin, do you attempt to like dodge the shove, or are you just gonna take it?
Probably will do it, to be fair.
Would I? Do I still have my counter or no? Like if he misses, can I counter him?
I mean, technically, so this isn't combat, so you can kind
Okay.
of do whatever you want in response.
Okay, I'll try to take the shove, and if he misses, then I'll counter him.
All right. So are you gonna be like somewhat elusive, like somewhat try to like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Zyl, go ahead and make a melee skill check for me.
11.
11. Yeah, he is able to kind of get you a little bit on the shoulder and like push you to the side. Not
"There's
any
your
real
password."
serious pushes. But like he's just kind of like, ugh, like, oh, Belbin, like one of those types of pushes.
I just push him like, "There's your password."
No,
Yuki runs her way over to the two injured Matic and Salic, and she's like, "Oh, how are you guys doing? Where'd you get these wounds from?" And she quickly rummages through her bag and being all motherly.
Matic looks up. Salic, he's got his head down, and both of them are breathing really heavy. Matic, he looks up, and he just like kind of like squints his eyes, looking at you. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Like the wounds that they have though are really interesting as you look them up and down. It seems to be almost kind of like acid burns, like up and down, like their arms and like the exposed pieces. You can see some of their leather armor itself has begun, like almost has been like fried off of them. It's really kind of an odd sight to see.
Yeah, so she reaches into her gloof bag, and she takes out gloof. Yep. The rest of her flask of simple healing. She's got 2 charges left. I guess it's a bottle.
Okay.
It's got 2 charges left of the 3, and she's gonna let them take a sip of it each. And while she's doing that, she's gonna eat one of the meat rations that she found in the dining hall with Zyl.
So that's a
D12?
D12.
To heal back.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna drink some potions and regain some stamina as well.
So do you have rations to be able to use for that, Belbin?
Yes, I've got meat and bread rations.
All right, so a bread ration is a D6 if you wish to consume that, and a meat ration is a D12.
D8.
Okay.
D8? It could be a
Why do I have
D8.
a D8?
I have a D8 on my.
Okay,
I have it marked as D8.
Yep, that's a D8 then.
Okay.
I'm going to eat a meat ration while we're all chomping away.
And after Yuki does that, does she notice any change in the fellas from their burns, their acid burns?
You do see that like the acid burns, while they haven't necessarily closed up, you can see that they've regained their strength. I mean, it's still a little bit tender, but they've regained their strength, like almost completely.
She asks them. She's just like, so what exactly went on here? It doesn't look like our Thordain and Luxalia okay. Noticing that they're just kind of just chilling.
How do you guys want to play this off for Thordain and Luxalia?
Thordain, I don't know. I mean, how transfixed are they on the door?
They're pretty transfixed, and actually one of the things that is what's caught their attention is they're trying, 1, to see what's going on inside the room, and 2, there is a whisper that is going on in their minds that they cannot understand, but it's almost like an alluring whisper. You do recognize the looks on their faces from the earth pillar. This happened to, I think, Belbin and someone else. It's a very similar look to what happened to them.
As Thordain, do we even recognize the fact that Yuki and Zyl came in
They
the room?
have not turned around or even acknowledged the fact of your presence.
Yuki goes over and attempts to shake Thordain, like on the shoulder. Hey, buddy, are you doing okay? Are you good? Is it doing anything?
Go ahead and make a charm skill check for me.
-2. That's a 13.
Okay. Thordain, he kind of closes his eyes slowly and shakes his head. And he looks over and he's just like, oh, hey. And he looks and he continues to look back into the room as if like he recognized your presence, but nothing much has changed about his mentality.
Yuki's like, "Are you okay? What was going on there? You got kind of a glazed over look." And then she asks quickly, "Do you happen to have any antidotes or anything? I'm not feeling too hot. From an encounter we used to have." She's just wobbling from the poison. He does have one.
He doesn't really respond in any way. Yuki, you can attempt to rifle through his bag to take anything.
I'm gonna reach into his pocket.
Okay.
In his adventuring pouch and do so.
So what does he have? An antidote?
That's an antidote.
Okay. Yeah, you consume the antidote and it immediately relieves you of your poison.
Oh, thank God. Thank God, I feel so much better. And she immediately downs a potion. She's gonna drink a what's the improved one? Improved is 48. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. So she's gonna drink one of her 3 charges of improved healing.
While this is happening, I'm actually Zyl. I'm gonna have you roll for Luxalia a faith survival check for me.
Okay. And that she has weariness, but that doesn't affect this, right?
Correct. So she only has the one stack, so it's just skill checks, so not survival checks.
Non-natural 16.
Freaking sick.
This is kind of some inner dialogue that's going on in her own personality, but this is going to, I think, be relatively useful to how, Max, you're going to play Luxalia going forward. One of the things that she begins to hear what seems to be a sound of a female voice in her head that slowly begins to morph into a gruffer male voice. And she can't understand anything that this voice is saying. But she can only find herself at the moment going to deeper kind of like a sense of prayer, like this repeated prayer over and over and over again, to the point where it is enough to kind of dissipate the voices inside her head. She's not quite understanding of the current circumstances, but she notices that there is something very wicked on the other side of this door, and it's almost like a force that is drawing her in, and she's getting to the point where she does not want to go in there.
Yuki, in the meantime, is trying to liven everyone's spirits, and she takes out her harp, and she's just like, "Does anyone want to hear a wonderful little song?" And she attempts to just pluck along just a little happy little jig in the meantime, using one of her skill. I mean, just to change the mood and the pacing. But she's going to use her, what is the skill called? Lyrical Ballad. Okay. So everyone roll a d16 -5.
That's the d16.
Or sorry. Roll a d16, and then I'll let you know. Just tell me what your score is.
9.
Straight?
You're good. You passed. Yeah.
9 passed.
Yeah, 9 passed.
And Luxalia and Zyl both passed with a 12 and 15.
I need to roll for Thordain.
Yeah, roll for Thordain.
Yeah, he passed too. So. Okay,
and I'm gonna roll for Matic and then for Salic too.
Just for your reference, Kyle, it's 12 -5 is what they need. So what is that? That's 8, right?
7.
7.
Both
so
pass too.
Okay, so you guys heal 5 + 5 plus my however many points above 7 that you got. So if you rolled a 9 or whatever, that's plus 2 HP back. So
Shouldn't have drunk my last potion.
yeah. So if you're all topped
Also,
off and stuff.
What
so.
is? Oh wait, it'll eventually come up on the thing. I don't have Luxalia's max HP, but how much HP did we heal?
So 10 plus
Okay.
however many values above 7 that you did.
That makes me at max. Let's go.
Luxalia's HP 76.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
And I think she was already maxed out.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
just
for the
realized I also
record, both Salic and Matic are also maxed HP.
Okay.
Everyone's healthy.
And I turned to them and I'm just like, I don't know necessarily what's going on inside this room, but I think you two have done enough. I think you should just wait here and just make sure no one comes while
who are
we
you talking
take
to?
care of this. Matic and Salic. Just standing there.
Salic, he stands up. You can tell that he's clutching something close to his chest. And he kind of like looks up briefly at you and like gives you a nod, and Matic is just like, to be honest, I don't really want to know what's through that door, but whatever you say, ma'am. And he kind of in an almost mocking way, but they cross the bridge and make their way over to the doorway. Oh, both of them kind of almost like take like a look out on either side of the doorway. They're gonna go ahead and stay there for now.
This is a very scary door. This
Well,
door is very scary.
Yuki turns to Belbin and is just like, what the heck did you put those boys through? Poor ones, look at them.
Just put them
Look how
through the
dejected
ringer.
they are. Yeah,
You should have
apparently.
seen the other one that didn't make it.
What? Wait, don't tell me. Was it the man who didn't make it?
Yeah, he was the man.
Do you guys remember who the man is? Please
No.
tell me you remember it. He was the third one, like the big burly one.
Yeah, his name's Crowvolt.
Yeah, Crowvault, that guy.
Was he the one that actually died or no?
No, it was just a random
Oh,
bandit.
Oh,
Okay.
But it fits with like kind of Belbit's personality, where he just does this kind of like, could have been.
Also, while we're here, Luxalia's gonna drink an improved mana potion.
Okay. So that heals. Does that heal
1d4 2?
1d4 plus 2, and all the way up to level 6?
Is the level how much mana it
Yeah,
costs?
like the mana cost.
Oh, and she rolled a 4.
Hey, so yeah, go ahead and refill some mana charges in any way that you wish.
And I'm spilling dice everywhere.
And
I
Thordain turns to Belbin. He's like, "How are you doing? Are you physically fit? Do you have all of your stamina that you need?"
Yeah.
Thordain sounds so fancy, but
I know,
honestly,
he's a fancy man.
he's the only person though who's still kind of transfixed in the room.
Yeah, can I like grab him and shake him or like try to turn him away from the door or anything? Like, is he?
Yeah, you can easily attempt to do that.
Oh, he couldn't say that. Oh, I apologize.
That's okay. Yeah, he was
Playing out of
pretty
character.
transfixed. Yeah, he was fancy boy for a second.
Yeah.
But maybe that's part of his trance. Who knows? But Belbin, you grab him, and actually, without any hesitation, you're able to turn him around and face him away from the door. And he kind of just like stares blankly, like ahead, blinks a couple of times, and kind of gives like a big like. Almost like a weight's been like lifted off, and he is restored to normal.
And he turns to Belbin and he says, "By the way, Belbin, are you doing okay? How is your stamina doing?" Without
I'm feeling
skipping a beat.
fine. How are you? You were just out in La La Land.
Oh, was I? I was just, I was hearing some voices in my head and all, and it was nice.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
Yuki and Zyl, when did you guys get here?
in that case, if he liked it, I'll just turn him back towards the door.
Back in vegetative state. No, he doesn't. He's okay right now.
Zyl, Yuki, did you do the things you needed to do? Where's Krothos? Krothos? I
Yeah,
thought he
can
was
we
with
like
you.
huddle up real quick and you guys tell us what you were up to? We'll tell you what we were up to, and we can just get on with it. Because I have no idea what you guys have been doing.
That's a great idea, Belbin. The best idea I've heard from you all day.
you guys do so.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Yuki does so.
So basically, what Zyl and Yuki, they go on and explain like their whole like spiel and their shtick with going up to fighting a Minotaur, defeating Grandel Bloodluster, and then Krothos. He is currently poisoned on a bed. You also noticed that you found what looks to be a stone hand that seems to fit in somewhere. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Zyl got a cool looking axe thing as well. It was pretty nice.
So pretty.
Yeah, actually, so Zyl, you take it out, and this thing is pretty gorgeous. It's almost like it's a metallic material, obviously long axe, but it's almost like a white. Like, it's so pristine. It's like a white metal. It's actually cool looking. Hence Refinium. Refinium's kind of cool. So, yeah, you show them. You show it off.
Great.
And then Belbin, I'm assuming that you go ahead and you just tell them all about the experiences. As far as the battle and everything you did, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I don't think so. Just so they know we fought slimes. We had one of the guys die, but the other two made it, and
So
Belbin was a
basically,
beast.
just a quick reminder, when you guys were separated, you made your way down the hall, and that's when the whole, like, spiel with, like, the statue happened. You ran into those cultists that, you know, the bandit was making a ruckus and, like, doing all that kind of stuff. But actually, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to have both you, Belbin, and you, Yuki, go ahead and make a knowledge skill check for me.
7.
7.
Yeah, I didn't do great either. 9.
Okay. Yeah, you both listen to each other's stories and just kind of like, pass it by like, all right, both stories seem to check out. That's good.
Cool.
Cool.
Should we go through this door, guys?
I guess, yeah. And Yuki puts the hand back into the gloof bag where it was and just like looks. Luxalia still transfixed. How's she doing? Is she good?
I don't know if it's a good idea to go through that door.
How about
Be brave.
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You're the
Is
one
the door also
Synzerac
giving
for
Zyl the
permission.
heebie-jeebies
What was that?
from his? Is the door also giving Zyl the heebie-jeebies from his?
Oh yeah, but you're not hearing a voice inside your head. But yeah, the door, like, it's very ominous. Like, you can see in and you can see what looks to be some kind of raised platform with some candles glowing on it, but it's so dim you can't see anything from within. There's actually almost kind of like a smoky chill that comes out of it too.
Is it feeling voided?
Yeah. I mean, everything about this place kind of feels that way. Like, it's pretty
That's
exhausting. Yeah, your Peter tingles like pretty exhausting in this area. So,
Guys, I don't know if I like this room either. What is
How about-
this voice? I don't even know what voice I give Zyl.
How about this? Zyl, do you still have your mouse?
I do still have my mouse.
Named Waffle or no?
The mouse's name is Waffle.
yeah.
Chat, you missed your chance. Well, you kind of did name it, but go Waffle,
Waffle
go.
the mouse? I like that. That's
Can
nice.
we
Waffle the mouse.
It's official.
It's official.
can we go send Waffle into the room to?
Cannon.
I'm all about Waffle doing some like reconnaissance for
scouting.
us. Yeah.
Thordain
Good
pipes
stuff.
up. I can get a general understanding from what he sees from him.
This is true.
Waffle. So he's got like a secret hidden compartment in my armor that he just snuggles in
Okay.
and doesn't get hurt. So I pull him out. It's like, Waffle, can you go in that room?
Waffle looks
Staring
up
at
at you and just kind of like stares at you blankly. I'm gonna have you make a charm skill check for me. Bill.
Oh no, I have really bad charm.
Charming master.
That's a 4.
A 4.
Nice.
It kind of just like looks up, he squeaks, and you set him down on the floor, and he walks around. You can tell that his nose has gone up, and he starts going and sniffing the air. And then boom, he darts into the room.
What a savage.
How often or how long do you want to wait?
What if he doesn't come back?
Poor
then I'm
Waffle.
charging in after him.
Poor Waffle. That's what.
So
I will
Waffle
rescue Waffle!
lived a nice long life. He didn't even have a name until now, and now he's gone.
He's become Waffle for something.
What,
5 minutes.
do we give him 2 minutes? What do you
Yeah.
think? Zill,
why
how
not?
long do you usually send him on missions?
I don't know. He's a pretty handy mouse. He can take care of himself. He can take 5 minutes.
Alright, do you guys want to wait 5 minutes outside of the cell?
Luxalia and Zyl are both like, yes. we do.
Thordain's like
We don't
peeping
wanna go
around the
in.
corner and shouting little mouse noises in there, trying to hear if he could hear anything back. Doing his Thordain thing, because he can
It's
do
something
that.
like a
So
monkey, I guess.
yeah, it's fine. It's the same thing. He's really good at it though. He's really good at it though. Exactly.
All right,
getting
yeah,
all into character. It's good.
Thordain, he looks in, and again, he can't see much of anything. Although one thing, as Waffle disappears into the room, you start to hear what sounds to be like, kind of like a clattering, a little bit, like a small, like clattering noise as he rummages through whatever's in this room. It does get to a point though where it does grow quiet, and you wait for 1 minute, you don't have anything. 2 minutes. Thordain at this point he's making his mouse noises, and he doesn't hear anything in return. And right about as you guys are about, well, Zyl is about to charge in after him, Waffle does come out.
Waffle, thank goodness.
A changed mouse. He's seen
Must
things.
have to change
Avoidant mouse.
I said some things in there. No, he comes out and he like goes to the feet of Zyl, waiting for you to put your like hand down to pick him up.
I do. And then I put it to like Thordain.
Thordain's like, yes. What did you see? What did you see, Waffle?
Thordain looks at Waffle and just kind of like stares at him, and just like as Zyl is like, yeah, tell him what you saw. Waffle, he kind of starts to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the basic,
I gotcha.
The basic gist of what you're able to get from there is something about death, something about Bumpy, and something about mysterious lights.
Thordain
would like that.
reciprocates. He's like, I mean, I don't know what he's really talking about. I think he's taking some crazy pills, but he says there's some crazy bumpy light death in there.
I take out a little mouse treat, give it to Waffle. And put
Yeah, it's a piece of cheese that's just been like chilling in your armor.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Ugh.
Gross. Nah, you feed him a little something that he enjoys, and he
Yuki
snacks on
pipes
it.
up and she's like, well, I know with the Bloodluster, he snuck up on us, and that's how I got poisoned. I'm not taking that risk again. And she gets ready. She's just like looking all around her, making sure there's no invisible people. And she's trying her
can we-
best, her darndest.
Can we light a torch?
Yeah,
Oh,
do
we
you guys
do
have
have
torches
those,
to
don't we?
light?
We do
I have
a
one.
torch.
I
I have
don't.
one as well. I hand my torch to Belbin. Here you go, Belbin.
Belbin, do you want?
I don't think I want. No, I don't think I do.
Okay, I hand it to Luxalia. Here you go, Luxalia.
All you
Make
have
yourself
is
useful.
She grabs it. She grabs it.
Luxalia has 10 candles.
That's nice.
That's pretty good.
She pulls out a candle.
Yeah,
Does-
so
does
the candle
Thordain-
like very dimly lights like the general area around her.
Does-
Guys, do we want to
Thordain-
go in with lights ablazing, or should we go in stealthily? I know, Zyl, that's not your.
It's not mine either, Belbin.
I don't trust
Thordain-
that room, Belbin.
Would
I don't-
Thordain's hunting supplies have anything that could set like the torches back on the light
Somebody's
without
gotta have a
using
tinder
something?
box or something. Like,
I mean, he's got hunting supplies and foraging supplies
yeah, those are different things.
and first aid kit and herbalist kit. He's got a
don't
water
have a
skin.
tinder
He's got a
box.
pipe.
How is he gonna light the pipe without? What does he
Exactly.
need the pipe for?
Exactly.
Campfire. He just sticks his pipe in a campfire.
He's got
Don't
some
burn the
Fellos
pipe.
leaf. He's got some Kamela's brew. It's fine. I think we'll be okay. Let's just be careful when we go in there. There's already lights, the mouse said, right?
He said weird lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you trying to sneakily your way inside?
Yes. Clank, 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 clank.
Can Zyl ever actually answer yes to that question?
That depends. How click-clacky are you feeling today?
Always very click-clacky.
Okay.
Do you want me to go in first, and then if you
Yeah.
guys hear something, you can come in? Because I'm feeling pretty good about my stealth.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Belbin. You were born in the dark, I feel, so maybe you'll like it.
I was born in it. Molded by it.
Hear Belbin start just muttering
I
to himself.
Wow, Belbin,
Weird,
you're
I
so good at
talked in
doing
the dark.
voices.
I was born in it.
I didn't see the light till I was already a man.
Was he ever a man?
He's a
Yeah,
muffin.
I can try stealthily going in there.
All right. You make your way through the arches of this dimly lit place. You're barely even able to see a good 10 feet in front of you before, like, it just kind of vanishes into darkness. As you enter the presence of this, I'm gonna have you make a faith survival check for me.
Oh no.
How faithful are you, Belbin?
Faith.
Yeah, I think he's pretty faithful, actually.
Ask my wife. Yeah. 15.
You make your way through and you pass through almost this like invisible aura of despair. You pass through it seemingly unaffected at this point, but you stumble into almost immediately rough terrain. You don't know what it is per se, but there is something very lumpy on the ground, and it's moving and clattering all around your ankles and your feet as you continue to move. From here on out, you're going to be rolling your stealth checks with despair.
Okay.
And your speed is halved.
Is the ground, is it like gravel, or is it something like moving? Like how if I walk,
it's moving based off of like where you're stepping. And so it's nothing like, like for example, like not like snakes on the ground that are like wrapping their way around their ankles. Dane and I experienced that before. It's horrifying. No, it's not like that. It's more maybe Dane can tell you that story another time.
Yeah, remind me. I'll tell you. It was awful.
No, it's like as if like your weight is like moving something and things are like tumbling out of the way. Almost kind of like the feeling of like really rocky like gravel. Like stones or something.
What do I see? Like, what do the walls look like?
Again, you're gonna have to really go right up close to them to be able to see. But immediately as you go into the room, to your left and to your right, it's an open space. On the ground, again, it's very uneven, and then there seems to be almost extending from either side of the doorways, stone wall on those sides. Up in front of you, you can see where the candles are glowing, and there are some kind of dais that's kind of centered in the middle of this room. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me, since your vision is pretty much non-existent. I'm going to actually have you make this with despair.
Okay. Well,
So
I don't think I'll need
disadvantage.
this. Yeah. Yeah. 5.
5. You're not able to discern a whole lot other than this dice extends up about 10 feet in front of you. So like upwards. So it's about 5 feet in front of you, but 10 like feet upwards. So it's like kind of like a good like wall dais like in the middle of this room. But it seems like other than this dais, the room seems relatively empty.
Okay. Okay.
And everyone else that's outside, you can kind of actually vaguely hear the sound of something like, again, like stones being like overturned as Belbin like makes step by step.
I think I'll go back out, start making my way out of there to report back and
I'm gonna
say
have you make
it
a
looks
stealth
pretty
check
empty.
for me with despair as you do so.
Okay.
And again, you're only moving like 10 feet to like go back outside. So
Yeah.
you basically peek your head inside. You're like, all right, well.
I'm a pansy. 13.
We all knew it.
13. Yeah, you make your way in without much hesitation. One thing that Thordain has actually done during this time, as everyone's been looking, is he points to like the torches on the walls. He's like, if we need a torch, I guess we could probably take these. Just kind of pointing out that like there are torches like lit on the walls in the room that you guys currently are at. FYI.
Yuki takes one.
Yuki takes one.
Yeah.
Zyl takes one.
Okay, so currently Zyl, by doing so, you cannot wield your battle axe, since that is a two-handed weapon. If you wish,
I still like hold it in one hand. And
yeah,
then
so
if
like you can still
drop
hold it.
the torch.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, when
That's
combat ends up happening, you can essentially spend a support action to drop the torch or
Perfect.
whatever.
Throw it.
Yeah, you can throw it.
Throw it at someone.
Technically,
Use
you
it as
can throw
a
it at
ranged action.
something. Yeah, you can use that as like a ranged attack, like weapon attack, technically.
Belvin,
Perfect.
did you see any places that you could like hang these on the wall in there? It's kind of dark looking.
It was pretty dark in there. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw a big. What do you call it? A diocese?
Yeah, dais.
Dais. I don't even know what that is.
right.
Like
There's a
stone,
big
it's like
dice
a
in
circular
there.
platform, essentially.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a big dice, and the ground is really weird. It makes a lot of noise. It's hard to be stealth. You move slow. There's candles.
I think if we're going in there,
Pretty spooky
like,
feeling. Like,
a bunch of
Luxalia, make
light.
sure you're praying, because Lord knows you need it.
I don't want to go in there.
Just the very subtle. Just
Thordain's like
Luxalia's not even physically here to defend herself.
Thordain's like, but the mouse said there were lights. You said it was dark in there.
No, there's candles. There's candles.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, that's just about it though.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, Yuki hands the torch to Luxalia and takes out her harp. I think if we're going in with these lights, we're not going to be any sun sort of stealth at all. And she takes out her harp again and starts doing rhythmic lights. And then she starts to fly.
She starts to fly.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, remind me who has torches. So Zyl has a torch. Luxalia has a
Luxalia
torch.
does.
And
I think that's it
rhythmic
right
lights
now.
is going.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your course of action?
Do we
Just
go
gonna
in? Belbin. Yeah. Do you think that's a good idea? I mean, I think we're safest together, personally.
Yeah, maybe we should have Zyl going first.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
he's
a good idea.
Zyl
the tank.
He's
He
a
was
thick boy.
sketched out.
All right, marching
Like-
order.
Okay.
What do we got here?
Belbin can go first if Zyl's not feeling it. I don't know what.
Zyl and
use you
Luxalia are not feeling this room at all.
Okay.
They're-
Luxalia
Somebody's
is
been
gonna
in
be
there.
Luxalia's gonna be right by Yuki and coming up the back. Maybe Thordain's in the like right in front of us.
So something kind of like this.
And maybe I still I think want to keep
I'm
my
2
distance
years
a little
old, guys.
bit.
I'm sorry.
If
Something
only
kinda like
they could see it. Yep.
that.
Yeah, they
Yep.
can't see it.
That's probably better.
Yeah.
So, I think I'd like to be a little bit ahead of the pack and
Okay.
still maybe try to get a little bit of stealth going in
All right.
and ahead
Well,
of everyone.
If we're gonna go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and transition into a different screen.
Oh no!
Yeah, you guys
Not
can
a
still
different
continue to talk
screen.
as I set this up, but yeah, we're
So
gonna
this
actually
is,
get some visuals on here. So
I was pulling this up when we were talking about Waffle coming out, and this is what I
Mm-hmm.
picture Waffle looking like coming out of that.
okay, you're gonna have to show people. You're gonna have to show people when we.
No,
get back
that's
on.
awful.
I feel like that would be pretty accurate though.
That's what I
Waffle.
picture Waffle looking like coming out of this little
Seen
place.
some things. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, no, is Thordain still sketched out, or is he just like fine as far as this kind of thing
he's
goes?
okay. Still kind of sketched out, but as you guys consecutively begin to enter,
Connor, show us. Show us the
Ah,
waffle.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
go
yes,
ahead
yes.
and go ahead and show. Everyone can see now.
Yes. This is what I picture Waffle looking like coming out of that cave.
Just ratty and I've seen things.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So Belvin, you
man.
pass under the arches, and you are going to go ahead and make a faith survival check for me as you do so.
Let's do this. Come on, Faith.
'Cause you gotta
Not feeling very faithful right now. 9.
9. You pass underneath the arches, and immediately a sense of dread begins to fall upon you.
Nice.
You don't know how that's going to affect you, but yeah, you're immediately beginning to feel it. Zyl, you come in with your torch in hand. I'm gonna have you roll that with I'm gonna have you roll that with emboldened, so +2 to the roll, your faith survival check.
Oh, thank goodness, because that was a nat 1, so now it's a
Ooh.
3, so 10.
You pass underneath, and you as well begin to feel the sense of impending something. Thordain is next.
Impending doom!
He doesn't have anything on him, so he's just rolling
No,
it
he's
normally.
good. Faith? What's
Faith.
Thordain's faith? I don't think he's very good. I don't think he's very faithful. Nope, he's not. Well, it's okay. It was a 12,
12.
so it's fine.
He goes in, and he is actually okay. It's nothing compared to what he was feeling before. And then I'm going to have both Yuki and Luxalia as they bring up the rear.
Would Luxalia also be at emboldened? for
Yes, because
having
she actually both of you are at emboldened because you are
snap.
carrying lights.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Okay.
17 for Yuki.
You guys enter under, and you're not focused too much on the impending sense of fear that's within kind of this general vicinity. However, as the people with torches start to come in, you notice that instead of rubble or anything on the ground, it's piles of bones that are on the ground in every direction. You obviously, it's very difficult to keep any kind of footing, but these torches are shedding 10 feet of bright light with an additional 5 feet of dim light. It's glancing off of this 10-foot dais here, so you're not able to see much of what's going on up top, but you see in every direction there's bones littered all over the floor. And there is a somewhat broken staircase that is in front of you that you could potentially attempt to climb if you wish to do so.
Well, Yuki's flying, so she's gonna fly up just a bit to try to get an aerial view of things.
Okay, so
if she
does.
can.
Yeah, so you duck your way inside and you fly up. And one thing that you notice with your rhythmic lights is you go up like a beacon. But because of that, and you're flying, the lights themselves kind of disperse a little bit further in every direction to where it generally lights things up, kind of like a dim chandelier to everybody below.
To save us.
The entire floor is completely littered. Again, people can't really see up top, but Yuki, what you see is in the center of this dais, there is some kind of stone structure, and in the middle of it, there seems to be some kind of glowing bluish red light. So it transitions between blue and red.
I
kind
recognize
of like
anything
how you could
about this?
imagine a exit sign in the darkness where it doesn't shed a bunch of light, but it kind of has just a vague glow to it. And all around this area there are candles up top. So the candles are up on the dais, and you don't see any other candles other than just bones down and around.
Are they lit, the candles?
The candles are all lit.
Luxalia is freaking out.
Yeah, she is.
Yuki reports what she sees. She's not really being super quiet at this point. I don't think there's really any sense in being sneaky at this point. We're making tons of noise and we got tons of light and stuff. So she just calls down and just what she sees and what she reports. She's also looking at the walls to see if she can make anything out from her light that she's shedding.
Yeah, so
Can she
are
see
you
anything?
guys splitting up? What's going on here?
I want to split up a little bit. I want to make my way away from the crowd.
Okay, so which direction? Do you want to climb the broken stair, or do you want to like go kind of down to the side? Or...
More that way. Yep.
Okay.
Kind of counterclockwise.
All right, so
Yeah.
Belbin, you start to make your way in that direction. What's Luxalia gonna do at this point? So she's examining. You said. Wait, what's going on? Yuki's examining.
Yeah, Yuki's examining just like the walls and stuff and see if she can recognize anything, or if she realizes like what the thing in the middle is, like that's oscillating between red and blue, like if she recognizes
Do
anything.
you wish to grow closer to that, or do you wish to stay more on the outside?
She wants to go closer to it, but she's not gonna go alone, and she's gonna make that perfectly clear.
Okay.
So
Does anyone want to go with her? Technically, Yuki can approach it really easily because she is flying.
Yeah.
If anyone wishes to go, they're going to have to climb the stair.
Zyl will go with.
Luxalia is gonna stay close to Thordain.
Yeah, Luxalia staying with Thordain.
Yeah, they're hanging
And
out
actually-
together.
And she's just like praying the entire time.
Okay.
Kyle, can I also go up almost to where the other staircase is? Closer
So
that
come in
way?
This direction, like here?
Yeah, more like right over there. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and so Luxalia and Thordain, they're going to make their way kind of over in this direction, being very careful, watching their footing and everything. So Yuki, you go ahead and you fly. You begin to hover over the dais, and the ceilings are relatively tall here. They stand at about like 20 feet, and so this is about like halfway to the ceiling. So how much higher above do you want to continue to fly? Like all the way to the ceiling, or like 5 feet
No,
above,
not all
or
the
what?
way. I would say probably about 5 feet above. She wants to kind of still have a little bit of an aerial view, so she can see things.
As you climb these stairs, Zyl, I'm gonna actually have you make a agility survival check for me.
What beer?
Good at Zyl.
10.
10. You're able to clamber up them, not easily, but fortunately because of your torch, you're able to find some decent footing as you make your way up. You meet Yuki up there. She kind of hovers like about head level of you, and you see that there is this stone structure. You don't hear anything, and you don't see any like individuals or anything other than this dais. Do you wish to approach? Or the stone structure?
Cautiously.
Yes.
All right. So does that mean stealthily or what?
Well, I mean, I'm playing my harp, so I'm not sure how stealthful I'm
No,
being.
it's kind of like being aware. Like, is
Like
there
ready,
anything?
heightened senses.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you both make your way close to this, and you sense that like there's something very interesting about this, but the sense of dread does not seem to be coming from this.
Lions, tigers,
Okay.
and bears. Oh my! Lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah,
Oh my!
and because you're
Let's
not
just
worried
breath
about
out a little
stealth,
bit.
I'm gonna have both of you go ahead and make focus skill checks for me as you are examining the structure itself.
That's a 6.
It's 11.
Okay. 6 and 11. Yuki, as you kind of examine the tops of this structure, you notice that it's a small little stone kind of like platform, but as you can see on the 4 sides of it, there are different will look to be places where statues used to exist. There are holes in the top of each of these statues. You do see that, Zyl. You don't look much further past than what is directly in front of you. But what is directly in front of you is, again, one of these statues. And underneath it, you see what seems to be written in a language you've never seen before, but you can understand.
What does it say?
It says
Oh, snap.
Earth?
Earth.
Why does it say
not right.
Earth?
Earth? What are you talking about, Zyl?
You
There's
see
bones.
this right here?
I do.
No,
It's
it's
that
right-
nonsense written there? Yeah.
Yes, it says Earth.
Wait, how can you read that? That's
I-
crazy.
To you,
I
it just
don't
looks like
know.
scribbles.
By the way, how many little statue slots are there? Can I see?
4.
Can Luxalia see this writing from where she's standing?
No, because she's 10 feet below. So
Okay.
because of the way that the eye angle is, she's not able
Would-
to see.
Would
So-
Luxalia recognize Voidin speech without like knowing how to read it, like recognize that it is.
Yeah, she probably could.
Okay.
She'd have to make a knowledge skill check. But
Is it
yeah, she probably does recognize
is it 4 statue areas, not including the one that's in the middle?
So what's in the middle, what you've observed of this is it's some kind of glowing center. It's just like, for whatever reason, there's light coming forth from these stones, but the statues are on the 4 cardinal directions around it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna... So basically, there's already 1 statue in place, basically, is what you're saying.
No. There's no
No,
statues
there's
in
not.
place.
There's
They're
no
just-
statues in here.
They're like platforms where statues belong.
Okay, so there's not like an actual statue in here or anything.
Correct.
Okay.
Belbin, seeing them being okay, is going to try to make his way up the stairs as well.
Right. Yeah, this stair is not broken, but I'm still going to have you make an agility survival check as you make your way up. It's going to be lower difficulty.
12.
12. Yeah, you skirt your way up perfectly fine, and you come up on the other side. I'm going to actually see both. Are you trying to like be quiet doing it, or what? Delvin.
Going up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Yuki and Zyl, I'm gonna have you make wisdom skill checks for me.
13.
13.
11 again.
11. Both of you notice something from the other direction, but you're unable to see who is approaching.
Yuki
Until he gets to the top. But what's your initial reaction as they begin to climb?
She's a little like on edge, just like, "Oh, be careful, Zyl!" And
Yeah, I
just,
pull
like,
my axe up, like ready. Like I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, he comes into the kind of the candlelight, and you do recognize that it is.
Ah,
Belbin
freaking
as he
Belbin!
begins
Come
to
on
approach.
now.
Dude, really?
Second time today, boys.
By the way, Belbin, I think this is where we put the statues. I'm looking. There's a bunch of little statue areas. We got 2 of them. We need 2 more.
This is where they go?
I
thought we
think
had 3.
so. No, we have 2, and technically we have 3 with Duluth, but he's not in here yet. We need to give him a hand, I think.
I
Somewhere.
think I'm fine, Tim.
Yeah.
Belbin, go ahead and make a faith survival check for me.
Have faith, Belbin.
Gotta have faith.
Faith, faith.
7.
7.
Get some George Michael in here.
You've approached this altar-ish area. It's not really an altar. It's more of just like, the kind of weird-looking lights. And something about the lights is off to you, but the hairs on the back of your neck, your ears, and tail begin to stand on edge. And you are immediately alerted to the attention of someone just outside of normal view. You can see, kind of shadowed in candlelight, someone standing at the very far edge of this back stair.
Guys, do you see that person over there?
What
The
person?
hairs on my back of my neck just stood up. There's someone right behind on the other side.
Zyl and Yuki.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have both of you make wisdom skill checks for me.
Okay.
Is the person moving towards us or just standing there watching?
Some kind of figure is just standing
Oh,
there watching.
12 for Yuki.
6.
12 and 6. Yuki, you are elevated a little bit. Unfortunately, because this statue-esque platform is a little bit higher. Zyl, you're not able to quite see as well as you can, but because Yuki is able to get a little bit of height and leverage with her rhythmic lights going, you are actually able to cast light in a direction to where you can actually see there is an individual, and you see that it is a person dressed in a completely dark cloak. They are not moving. They are not even saying anything. They are just standing there. Not even like necessarily like you can tell like their head is like looking at anyone in particular. Like almost kind of like a phantom-ish figure. Like kind of how you would picture like a spirit or like a ghost in like a haunted house where they're not really looking at anything. And because it is so dark, you can't make out anything about this person. But they're standing there not acknowledging anything that's going on.
Are they standing there menacingly? Is it pretty-
Yeah, it's pretty menacing, at least to Belbin it is.
Oh man. Wait, did I see it? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
you
I
did.
saw it, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you actually saw more of than what Belbin was able
Okay.
to see.
All right. Well, Yuki's gonna like fly over to Belbin, trying to keep Zyl like kind of nearby. Do you see that guy, Belbin?
I don't
yeah, I
like
do.
this.
Do you want to go touch him, poke him?
Not particularly.
Okay, I'll do so, and I'll gently fly over there, play in my harp.
All right,
Getting
question
kinda
for you.
close.
Are you flying over the center of the pillar or around?
Around. I'm not going goodness near that thing right through the center. No, no, no.
All right. You begin to fly around, and as you make your way kind of over to this top right corner of, you see this person in full view now. Again, they are still completely dressed in robes, and you start to notice that the head itself is like turning towards you, like very, very.
Oh, it's so
That's creepy.
Okay. I call out and we're like, "We are with Synzerac. Who are you?" I'm so scared.
You hear almost this kind of almost like raspy like breath drawl. Like
Who's looking at the mentor?
I sense
Can-
individuals of light
Oh dear.
dispelling the dark that exists within this place. Tell me
Yes.
if Synzerac is here. Why can't I feel her presence?
Am I the only one who hears
as,
this?
As this individual does this,
Yeah.
the robes themselves begin to open, and there's this dark mist that begins to fall out in every direction.
Oh no.
Underneath,
Oh no.
you see what looks to be a figure. It is a kind of like mangled-looking, humanoid-ish looking figure. And you can tell it is vaguely female. But most of what makes a human look like they're a human has been kind of stripped from them, like almost like the skin has like sunk into the bones. And you see what looks to kind of, I hate to say it, but like kind of like a mixture between like a Voldemort / Michael Jackson nose. Like,
Oh no.
No.
sorry,
Oh,
that kind of breaks like the aura, but you kind of see something
No, it doesn't.
like that. And like the
really doesn't.
sunken features of this creature. And as it looks into you, you actually don't see that it has eyes. It's just two dark holes in the middle of it.
Yuki, is she the only one who hears this? Yuki, or does everyone hear this at this point? Do you know?
Yuki does hear this, and I'm gonna actually, for Belbin, go ahead and make a charisma survival check for me.
Charisma 9.
You got
Zalia hears this too.
You begin to back up. You do hear this. Unfortunately, it's quiet as a whisper. And so, Zyl, you're unable to hear this. You do kind of vaguely see something with the rhythmic lights going. Like, you do see there's an individual with like darkness kind of falling out. But Thordain and Luxalia don't know what's going on at this point.
Okay.
Yuki, in a slightly elevated voice, not knowing if the rest of the party can hear, be like, "Who are you to Synzerac? Who are you standing in the way of our mistress? And who are you to question her, whether she's here or not?"
Well, and hold on. Why did Belbin back up just because of fright?
Yes.
Okay. Can I then whisper to Zyl and say, "Get Luxalia and Belbin," or in
Yeah, absolutely. You
Thordain?
can do that as you back up.
Okay.
But first, as Yuki begins to speak, the figure. I see. For someone so musically inclined, you don't do a great job of covering up who you are.
Oh no!
And the hood wig begins to drop, and you see like hair, like black locks flow out, and it almost kind of like floats in the air.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Have we? Is this a banshee? Have we encountered?
Just her or all of us?
Just her right now. Just you
Oh
right now.
Okay.
man.
Currently, we're gonna go to you guys. As you see this going on, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to be able to do something. Like 5 seconds real time. What are you gonna do?
Okay, Zyl, are you gonna get the other people or not?
I'm
I
gonna
whispered
charge
you
in.
to.
Charge
Okay,
in
I'll
this
go
way?
and grab.
Yeah, well, as best way as I can.
Okay.
I'll run to this to like. Oh, I need to turn my mouse on. Hang on. I'll run to like right here and
Okay.
tell Thordain and Luxalia that we're gonna need them up here ASAP.
Yeah, you do so, and combat ensues. Yuki, as this happens, I'm going to actually have you make a mind survival check. As Zyl, you made your way around here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just begin with that.
That's a 13 for Yuki. And she rolled. Yeah, she also rolled a 14 for initiative. So.
Yes.
Can I also have dropped the torch on the way?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you drop the torch, and the torch is on the ground. You're in kind of like this somewhat candlelit area, so you can see. You still are running over skulls, so again, at this point, everyone is impeded in their movement. Everybody's walking speed is halved right now.
Right.
Yeah, you do so, and yeah, go ahead and roll initiative. Let me really quickly roll initiative for this person real quick.
All of us now. All of us.
Not
are
all of you.
rolling
So just
Okay.
currently Yuki right now.
Yeah, she rolled a 14.
Oh, you moved us.
Eh? Oh no. Sorry guys.
Wow. I'm no longer here.
Yeah. Alright, we're fixed. So 14, and then... So this first round of combat is going to be between Yuki and this individual.
Okay.
Yuki, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Well, Yuki, seeing, do I know that the others are coming near me? Or no? Like at this point, I'm too transfixed. All right.
All of this has happened, like I said, like within like 5 seconds.
I'm gonna assume me using my elevated voice, people are gonna be on it, and so what I'm going to be doing instead is I'm just gonna go like up close and initiate combat and start having like the lyrical ballad fireballs start hitting the dude.
Okay.
Or the
So
lady.
yeah. So you begin. You make your way over, and it doesn't technically count as an attack action.
Okay.
Unless I'm reading, what is it an attack action to explode?
It's not an attack action. It just happens, and when they come in contact with it. So.
Okay, so we'll save that until the combat when that
Yeah.
ends up happening. So you've engaged this individual in combat.
Oh wait, no. It's when I receive damage from melee attack weapons or weapon attack.
Okay,
The orb will
you
explode.
do have to note though, you cannot fight back while that is happening.
I know. I just wanted to encounter it, so engage it. The thing. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. So it
before
can't
you
like
do
move
so,
or anything.
I am going to have you make a mind survival check.
The one that I already previously made.
Oh, you already made one. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. That was
sorry,
a 14
You're good. I forgot that I had you do that.
or 13. Sorry, 13.
Yeah, you make your way in. Where do you want to position yourself? Here? Here?
Yeah, just like between the altar and that person, so just right in the face of it, just like trying not to smell its breath or anything, but like.
Okay, yeah, you do so. You're able to do so, and you engage them in combat. It is currently now this individual's turn, and they aren't going to do anything, actually. They're just going to attempt to engage you in combat, meaning we are jumping into the combat phase. So during the combat phase, you, because you're the one who engaged in combat, you're able to use combat arts, that kind of stuff. If you do wish to do so, but it is your turn in combat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna speak up and be like, maybe you've seen through me, and maybe you've seen through my party. However, the sorcerer will not get away with this. And then she's gonna land actually from
Okay.
flying, So
yeah,
she's
you,
gonna
you
just, like-
engaged in combat, so you had to
Yeah.
land.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so she's landed, and at this point she's gonna stop playing her harp, so like the
Okay, so
lights go out. Yeah.
lights go out.
Yeah.
I need to actually get to the correct.
Yeah, unfortunately, with no weapons in hand, I'm not gonna be able to do much. But at the very
Yeah.
least, it's not gonna be running away from you. Or at the very least, it's gotta contest it, if
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the case.
For sure. Yeah, it is currently. So you currently have trapped it in the combat encounter right now, so you don't have
Right.
to worry about it running and getting anybody else currently. However, because you are passing on your attacks, you are going to go ahead and receive some attacks. How does that sound?
Yeah. It's not gonna answer my questions. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna go ahead and just begin.
It
and just
doesn't
unleash
care.
attacks on you,
It
essentially.
does not care. That's fine.
Ow.
It's all good.
It holds immediately. It like holds up its arms in kind of like this formation, and this like shadowy looking like staff becomes, and it just begins whoosh, whoosh, whacking you with the staff as it were. I'm gonna go ahead and make some attacks. It does a 8 hit.
No. Oh. Oh.
Second
Thank God.
attack. Second attack. Does a 13 hit.
Yes, that hits. Darn it.
Up to my dice roller, yeah.
Taking one for the team. It's all good. It's fine. I healed, so we're fine.
I'm trying to get there.
Waddling your way through bones.
Oof.
No.
No, like oomph in like a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. You take. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
god. Oh man, you're gonna say it's in a
I
good
rolled
way.
the
It's gonna be
minimum
like
damage.
16.
FYI.
You're gonna be like, it's 16 damage.
Yeah, no, I rolled minimum damage. That's going to be 3 points of impact.
Oh, thank God.
damage.
Guys, guess what? I got 69 HP left, so that's pretty nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so it does. Yeah, I rolled double ones.
Did it headbutt me or something?
Yeah, no. So it does that. And now we're at the bottom of the combat round, so we're gonna go ahead and roll positioning rules. Currently, both of you are in a position, so just physical skill checks.
If I don't beat this thing in a physical skill check, I'll tell you. That's a 15.
12. Yeah,
Hey.
You beat it. It backs up down the stairs. As it backs up, you notice that there's actually almost kind of like a spectral way in the way that it walks. It's floating and it's not affected by the negative.
Ground ailments. I understand. Yep. Bones don't care. Well, there you go.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Zyl, you have gotten to the point where now you can engage in combat.
Huzzah!
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Should I do it too?
Yep, go ahead and roll.
What about
initiative.
what about Belbin? Is Belbin good?
I'll get to him. So Belbin, you're 12.
15 for Yuki.
Yuki's 15.
I got a 12.
Yeah, you have Zyl being 12, right? I didn't roll anything.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Zyl is 12. Belbin, you haven't rolled anything.
These scary ass freaking monsters. What is this dungeon? With the most demonic crap ever.
Before
Awful.
we begin this round of combat, Belbin, what are you doing? So you told them that they're going. How are you wishing to proceed?
Yeah. Now I want to try to get myself back into the combat after letting Luxalia and Thordain know
What's your
that
maximum movement?
55, I believe. Yeah, 55.
You can move. Yes.
Sorry,
You're so
50.
fast. You're so
50.
fast.
All right, you can move.
20 more
this
than me.
far.
I think I want to go down those stairs though, actually, and try to come from behind.
Just jump off the platform.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thordain and Luxalia. So technically, Belbin, I'm gonna have you roll initiative as well. You
Okay.
are attempting to go into combat. So Thordain and Luxalia are not going to be included in combat in this round.
So that was a waste.
Well, I
No,
mean,
it's
now they're
good,
aware,
they know.
so like they'll make their way towards
Okay.
the combat. But
13 is my initiative.
High initiative, guys. It's actually very helpful. FYI. All right. We're now into the top of the round, and so we have this individual. They are first initiative. They were very on their initiative. Yeah.
No.
So they're gonna go ahead and move this direction. And you see that they have begun to raise their staff, and they strike the ground, and immediately this green kind of like light like fills the cracks in all of the ground, meaning
Great.
Get some sweet skeletons coming at us.
Why would you say that?
Because that's what's gonna happen.
I know, but I don't like it.
Just being realistic, Zyl. That
So
thing's
when
so
I'm not
fast.
happy.
That thing's got huge dexterity for a dead thing, I'll tell you. Woo! Being able to outdo Eclaas Eeas in an initiative.
some of the
is no
bones
easy
need
feat.
to reanimate.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my gosh.
What if they just, didn't?
What if they just?
Yeah, good thing Belbin's over there. It's all good.
How nice would life be?
He'll be able to punch some skeletons real quickly.
Man. Reminds me of the blobs.
I know, right?
Scarred from the blobs.
They're literally gonna just combine into a mega skeleton.
All right, cool.
Oh, there's so many of them.
I saw him on the side. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. So you got six
Oh my
skeletons-
God.
6 skeleton warriors have joined the combat, and they're gonna go ahead and roll not for initiative this turn because they can't because the combat round's already began. But she has floating.
Yep. How far away is she from Yuki now at this point?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet.
This is awful. Oh my
35
gosh.
feet away from Yuki.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and attempt to do something nice.
All right. Oh god, we gotta take care of this lady.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's gonna go ahead and point her staff at you, and I'm gonna have you make a faith survival check for me.
All right.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's survival though. Survival's good for me because that doesn't get affected by stuff. I mean, my faith's not great. It's a 4. The roll wasn't a 4. The roll was an 11. So, not great, but.
So you take.
Oh! And I'm poisoned. Watch. Just watch.
No.
No.
You take 28 points
Oh
of
my
darkness
God!
damage, and you
Oh.
are now
Wow.
afflicted with the stun status ailment.
No!
So basically what that means is you can still like perform actions and everything on your turn, but every time you perform an action, you have to roll just a straight D16, and on a roll of a 1 through 8, you can't do anything. The action
Oh
just
my God.
fails, and on
Tell me that spell looked cool. At least hit me.
Yeah, it was sweet. The darkness came out of it, and like it was like, bleh, and then there was like clouds that came over, and it was just like
The important thing.
just like.
Hey, if I'm going down, I'm going down in style. It's
Yeah.
okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, so that
Alright,
that
sounds
doesn't feel good.
Man, Yuki and the freaking status ailments, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's what happens when
escape
you're the
them.
one who initiates combat.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Guys, help me.
I'm
then
trying.
It's gonna go ahead and unleash an elemental shot at you. So make a
No.
fortitude survival check as well.
Holy cow. See you
That was
later.
good though. That's fine
Yuki.
though. My fortitude?
Yeah, fortitude survival
That
check.
is 19. So that's
19.
fine. Yeah.
Right, you take
Oh god. 32
32.
Yeah.
impact damage.
It's not that
5.
good, I promise.
Just
5
freaking
feet.
one-shotting Yuki from almost full HP.
You're taking 5
That is
feet
going
damage.
to be 7 points of darkness damage,
okay, that's
halved.
nice.
So that's gonna be 3 points of darkness damage.
Sweet.
Wow, she either hits or she doesn't, right?
I'm
I
rolling
mean, I-
super
I-
low with like the weapon attack rolls.
I still don't like that though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. What? So what?
I'd
what's
rather
your,
it be 0.
Quickly,
I'm at 38.
what's your HP at right now?
38. She was almost at max, and now she's at 38. So.
Wow.
Oh, God.
All right. Next, we're gonna jump into Belbin.
Okay.
You.
Belbin wants to.
So technically, you've already
Belbin-
moved, I guess.
So I can't go any farther, huh?
I jumped the gun with your movement.
Okay.
At
Well,
least you told me where you wanted to go. So.
yeah, I guess I'll just hang out here.
Okay. All right, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna jump into Zyl.
Wait. Oh no, I can't even ride,
Zyl's
could I?
turn.
Oh well.
Zyl wants to run towards her.
Well, you
down
could
the stairs.
bind. Why can't you? Oh, because he moves.
Down the stairs and go up.
What's your
Yeah.
movement?
35.
That's how far you can move.
So is it still difficult terrain?
Yeah. Oh, the entire room is difficult terrain. It's like just
Great.
littered with corpses.
This is
I
awesome.
already hate this.
Yeah.
Is there like a taunt, like
There
support
is.
action?
There is. So basically,
how does
what
that
it
work?
is it's a contested influence skill check plus your enmity score. If you are able to succeed in it, I don't know how much good because she moved really early in the turn. Basically, if she attempts to attack anybody else, like make weapon attacks against anybody else, your attacks are going to be with despair.
So
but
does that not affect like spells or anything?
no, it just affects weapon attacks.
Okay.
Actually, I might have changed that rule, but we'll play that the way that is for now. So just weapon attacks. I know for sure that's how I originally wrote it, but I don't remember if we fixed that.
Great.
So that wouldn't do a whole lot for you right now. Just FYI.
Great.
You could attempt
Can I-
to taunt some skellies, but again, they're not moving this turn, so they can't really do anything.
Can I huck an axe at the number 6?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'm gonna huck an axe at number 6.
Do it.
And you can huck an axe, so the way that throwing works now is you can use a reflex support action to do so if you wish to do so.
Oh, yo,
Or just
that's
make your
sick.
attack action. You can do that.
It's my. I only have one attack action.
Yeah.
It's the only attack I have this turn,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna use it. And is that 1 stamina to throw it? Or
One
2?
stamina to throw it. And it automatically loses a durability just
Great.
from throwing it.
Okay, I'm throwing it.
Alright, cool. Go ahead and make a weapon attack.
+3. 17. Let's go.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And
I
then
was
safe
gonna
though.
try to guard, but even guarding that hits. So
ooh, max damage. 11.
11
Max
points.
damage?
That's pretty good. It's a throwing
a
axe, so that's pretty
Is that
good.
what you said,
Plus
Matt?
Yeah, that's max. It's 1d6 plus 5.
And how much was that?
Yo, that's pretty good.
11.
Yeah, you crack into it and like big chunks of it like begin to fall apart. And yeah, it's still holding its mace, it's still holding its shield, but it's a less bony figure. Cool. Which brings us to the end of the combat round, I believe, meaning no one else can make attacks.
And
I guess number 2 can make.
Nope. I needed to move. I haven't moved yet. I haven't
One
moved.
more question
Oh.
about taunt. Is
I just
that a
got
support
whacked
action?
with attacks.
You're right. What was that, Zyl?
Is taunt a support action?
It is a support action to use.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Yuki, move.
Yeah, Yuki's pissed. Can she fly again or not?
Yeah, she can fly.
Yeah, she's gonna fly towards the person
Okay.
and get right up in her face.
All right. Engage. Combat.
Is that a support action to do the fly?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, she's gonna engage.
And you.
Or
land.
she-
Where?
No. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna engage her in combat.
Go.
I would say on the here. Let me point. Points to make it a little easier. Mouse pointing. Hello. Can you see my
Weird,
mouse?
Like, my screen doesn't broadcast my mouse for whatever reason, but it broadcasts your guys' mice.
Just north of number. What number is that? For some reason, it's not showing up. North of number. Just a little bit more north. Like against
Number 5.
the wall. Yeah, number 5.
Like this kind of.
Yeah. I still want to like get both of them.
Okay. Yep.
Get both of them if I can.
Yep. challenge both of them to combat.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Cool. Now that brings us into, since no one else can do anything, the topic combat. So it's gonna start off with this chick. She already used both of her attack actions, so she can't do anything.
Yep.
These guys are low technically on initiative, so you go ahead and go first.
Okay, well, she is going to... Was it a support action to pull out the swords?
Technically, you had your swords. I guess technically you didn't. Yes,
I didn't. I was playing my
technically it was
instrument.
support
Oh, that
action to pull out.
sucks. Well, since I don't have anything, can I just attempt to just punch her in the face?
You sure as heck can.
I'm just gonna punch her in the face. All right. So that's just a
Hail Mary,
flat.
full of grace,
That's
punch the
just a
devil in the
flat.
face.
Oh, it's a +5 to hit. Hold up. All right. So let's see.
Hey, it looks like we just got a raid.
Yo, welcome in, Raiders.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome,
Oaksy, how
welcome.
was your?
You found Eclaas Eeas at a nice point.
How was
so-
your stream? Thank you, everyone. We're doing some fun tabletop RPGs. Noom, do you mind giving Oaksy a shout out? And welcome in, everyone. Yes, we're in the middle of combat. We're fighting some death things. It's disgusting. But yeah, she's gonna. That's a 15 to hit.
15 will hit, yeah.
Yeah, right in the face. It's just 6 damage, 6 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. So yeah,
Yeah.
you go ahead and you just... And actually, as you notice, as you begin to punch and like hit like the spectral-ish figure in the face, you expect to feel like kind of like a fragile, bony figure, but you actually feel kind of just like this fleshy mass as you go, and it just... And you hear kind of just like the breath, and as that happens, around your feet, you have noticed like the dark mist that is falling from this creature has begun to just like shroud the ground in front of you, so you can't see what's on the ground below you, but it's getting darker. So there's that. That's fun. Go ahead and roll initiative. Now Thordain and Luxalia are involved in the scrap. So let's go ahead and roll initiative for everybody. Roll them. Don't tell me your scores yet. I need to.
What? Wait. I need to get Luxalia's stats.
Good stuff. All right.
I don't know how to play her character. That's fine.
A be that way sometimes. Oh my God, he's got such good initiative. I always forget. That's ridiculous.
Who? Thordain?
Yeah, Thordain.
Yeah.
It's so freaking high.
Yeah.
He's
Are
got
we
good
all
dexterity, so it
rolling
makes sense.
initiative?
Yeah, everybody who's involved is rolling initiative, including Luxalia, Zyl, all of the fun people.
Let me know when you're ready for it.
Okay, Belbin.
12.
Okay. Yuki.
Yuki got a 15.
Okay. Zyl.
12.
Okay. Luxalia.
Also 12. Wait. Yes, also 12.
Okay. And Thordain.
17.
17. Alright. Let's sort this out. Basically, the way that works out. What's your agility score, Belbin?
7.
7. Your agility score. Not
14.
14. Okay, so Thordain, not Thordain. So the way that it's going to work is it's going to be Belbin, Zyl, and then Luxalia, since you all got 12. Yeah?
Cool.
Actually, Luxalia has a higher agility than me. She's a 9.
Okay, Luxalia, then Zyl. So Zyl's at the bottom of that scrap. All right,
Great.
jumping in. Thordain, what is he going to do? So again, his movement is half.
He's running. I guess he's running towards. He's seeing like he saw Yuki fly like that in that direction.
Mhm.
So he's gonna go that way.
Okay,
So he's just gonna go as far as he can.
Left?
To the left. Yeah, he's going left.
What's his movement speed?
His movement is 55. So
At what point does Luxalia's pillar of or protector of light kick in?
Oh, I guess technically it has kicked in.
we can
I
just
think
do
it's
it.
everyone
this
within
turn,
a
it's fine.
radius, or is it everybody?
Or it's everyone within 30 feet, so I think only Thordain and Belbin
Okay,
get
so
it.
Belbin and Thordain and Luxalia have protector of light.
Great.
Luxalia?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Cool.
Luxalia does too. Great. So you 3, so that's kind of fun. You got that going for you. Is Thordain going to try to do anything else? He can't see anyone currently because again, everything. All
Yeah, I mean he can't really do anything. I guess he's just gonna call back to Luxalia. I think the action's this way. That's all he's gonna do.
Okay, cool. Next, we're going to go ahead and jump to Yuki.
She is using a support action. She's just taking out her swords and just initiating both of them in combat again.
Same guy.
She's just like, you godforsaken hell spawn! How dare you! Oh, okay, that's what she's doing. And she's
All right,
gonna
cool.
scream at him. Scream in
Next
her
is going
face.
to be this person. They can't do anything currently right now, but they are going to spend a support action to attempt to disengage.
Good luck.
So you have a +3 to this rolling in order to, because it's a
Plus anything else?
it's a influence skill check. So
Okay.
influence skill check.
I mean, I doubt this person's gonna beat it.
14.
18. So
They will
good
not,
luck.
They will not officially disengage. They're going to attempt to do that one more time. Make an influence skill check.
That was better. That's a 19.
Yeah, it was worse. So stuck in combat, can't do anything. It's not fun. All right.
She's
next-
grabbing the hair and yanking it back.
Exactly. Luxalia
You're going
is
nowhere.
next. Oh no, Belbin's next.
Oh.
Okay. Belbin, yeah, he's gonna go up to the skeleton.
All right. Engage in combat.
Engage in combat. Actually, can I get in between the two of them so I could engage both of them if I need to?
You can only move to about here.
Um,
Do you want to move that?
That's
full
fine, I'll
distance
just
so you can
go-
get close?
no, that's okay. I'll just go where I was, like right on the other side. Right there is perfect, and engage that guy.
Awesome. Next is Luxalia.
She's just gonna run as far as she can to try to get close to Yuki.
So which direction, left or right? I guess clockwise or counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise, so that way she can be near Belbin if he needs it
What's
too.
her movement speed?
I haven't a clue. It's not. Is it?
It's a base 15 plus an additional 5 feet for every point in her agility modifier.
In her agility, then it's gonna be 35.
She can move that far. Yeah, it's rough being on the far side of this when everything is, all the actions up here.
Yeah. So. Okay. I think that's all she can do right now.
Okay, sounds good. Next is going to be finally the skeletal warriors, so they're gonna start making their way.
Isn't it Zyl's turn?
Yep.
Excuse
Sorry.
you.
It's tough when everyone's the same initiative. Alright, go Zyl.
He's running up to. I think he can only make it 15, so he's gonna go up
Yeah.
to that skeleton.
Get up to the skeleton.
Has what's her? I'm gonna taunt what's her bucket.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and do that. So influence skill check.
Do I have to do
Actually,
that
I
before
think there's a
initiating?
caveat. I don't think you can taunt anyone who's currently been engaged in combat. Because they're currently engaged in
Rude.
combat.
It's okay. You can
That's
save your
rude.
skills. It's all good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a. Doesn't have a. It's just something you can do.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's a support
Um,
action.
That's rude. Okay, I'll engage the skeleton then. And. You know what? No. We're gonna. Can I use Runic Rage?
You can use Runic Rage. Go ahead and
We're gonna-
explain to everyone what that does.
Starting at 6th level, the player looses a shout, forcing all enemy creatures in a 30-foot radius to make a DC 8 plus influence charisma survival check. On a failed check, the player prains the attention of a target and they cannot attempt to change targets for the next 20 seconds.
Skelly 1, Skelly 2, both fail. She passes. Is this 30 foot?
Ugh!
10 foot?
Rude.
Doesn't affect these people. So both
It's
of these
30
Skellies are going to
feet.
attack you.
It should affect Skelly 3, or 2, because it's 30 feet.
10 feet up and then also over. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess
It'd be
technically
a 30-foot
it's a
radius.
shout. So yeah, Skelly 3. Let me roll for a Skelly 3 or Skelly 2. Yeah. It's a
Oh,
nat
right, I
one.
forget they're
They
10 feet
fail.
above.
They're going toward to you.
Yeah, I don't. 3 is too far, but 2 isn't.
Okay, cool.
And I get. Oh wait, no, I'm reading the old version. You updated it, so
Right.
I can read the new version. I know I get their attention.
Yep. They'll move basically towards you, unless they're already like engaged. They're gonna move as far towards you as possible.
They cannot. Okay, so the new version is they cannot initiate a combat challenge against any other creature, but they can attack someone that makes combat challenges against them.
Okay. So this one's still for this turn still gonna attack Yuki, but yeah, these guys are gonna start moving towards you. Meaning it is the Skelly's turn. Locked in combat. So
It could try to break from me
yeah.
if it wants to.
It should want. It doesn't.
It may be very charismatic. Who knows?
That's all the skeleton's movement. They kind of readjusted for inflation. Next, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the combat encounters. Starting with Thordain's not in combat. Yuki.
Yuki, since she took out her swords with it, she actually, in this instance, just reaching for whatever like was there because she's just pissed after just punching the lady. She accidentally takes out her Void and Vorpal broadsword that she hasn't been using in forever, and she's just like not even knowing what she took out, and then her Damascus in the other hand, and she's just fuming at
Which
this
is
point.
main hand? Which is main hand?
Main hand is Void and Vorpal.
Okay.
So. Yeah, and she's just fuming at this point, not even looking, just in a blind range, not even caring about the other skeleton that's right next to it, and just stabs right into the
Go ahead. Make some attack rolls.
freaking lady. All right, so okay, so 11 plus 8.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yeah, 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. So that's a D12 plus or D10 plus 9.
Whoa, that's a good.
Yeah.
Very min
so-
and max.
Yeah, so 5 plus 9, what is that? That's 14. 14 cutting, and then she's going with her secondary hand, which she's going to roll.
Okay, so
which has the
dual wielding, the
Damascus.
way that works for people watching, if basically you hit with your first attack, you get a second weapon attack, which costs stamina to use, but yes, continue.
So that's 4 plus 8. What is that? 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so the first one hits. Cutting, yeah, no. It's crazy. Be that way. She misses sometimes. So the next one is 13 plus 9 to hit. So is that 22? Yeah.
That hits.
And then
Okay, 22 is good enough.
that one is 9 plus 9, so that's 18 cutting damage, and she's going to attempt to hit again with her
All right.
other one. So that's a 10 plus 8 to
Yep,
hit.
hit.
So, yeah, 18.
Yeah,
And
you've dished out the same damage thus far that she dished out to you. So
Yeah, so that would be 4 plus 2 since it's the Damascus sword with the offhand.
Okay.
So that would be 6 cutting on the second one. So just go nuts. Bah, bah, bah. Just slapping her with my swords, or it with my swords. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Voldemort, Michael Jackson mix. Good
yeah,
stuff.
Voldemort liked it.
God. Got some floating hair. It's good. It's nice.
Awesome. So that's gonna happen. Next, she's going to retaliate and make some attacks against you. So with the
Wait, she can do that? What?
yeah,
I think
you
it's her
initiated her
turn.
combat.
Well, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Her turn.
Okay, go ahead. It's good. Go ahead and make some attacks.
That's
So
fine.
first attack is gonna hit because that's a base 15. So let's go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Luxalia's trying to get to you.
I mean, she's literally on the opposite side. But I have the shield that I'm going to be using now, so it's okay if she hits.
That's gonna be 9 points of impact damage with the first.
It doesn't affect because the shield's going to explode on her.
No,
you're
it
too
doesn't
far.
affect you.
Why not?
Yeah,
You
were too
didn't
far
beat
away.
the shield
Radio.
combat with
No! Okay, that's fine. That's
it.
okay.
Yeah, so
Fine. All right.
8 points.
Sounds good.
Oh, 9
All right.
points of impact damage. Second attack is gonna miss. It's gonna tell you that now.
Great.
So she hits you, and then she goes to bonk you again, and it just the shadowy dissipates. Yeah, the darkness is growing all the darker in the process. But we're gonna go ahead and jump down to Belbin. What did Belbin?
Belbin,
Yes.
same thing.
Belvin's gonna attack these guys. Sorry, Yuki.
Okay, I understand. Do what you do, Belvin.
Yeah, it's his duty. So he's gonna just make 3 attacks. First one will be a 17 to hit, or sorry, 15 to hit.
3 attacks.
Yeah, because it's the first round, my first attack.
So it's technically the first round of your combat. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What
so
a
you weren't
waste.
able to get in combat the first time, so you do have 2 attacks. Still,
Dang.
but
Alrighty, 2 attacks. 2 attacks
Okay.
is fine.
You can use your
15?
mighty punch if you want to.
it's true.
Bam.
Oh,
Mighty
that's true.
punch.
Not right now. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
Maybe for the second one.
Okay, so 13.
15. Does 15
yeah,
hit?
15 will hit.
Okay. And that will do. Sorry. Do math. 14 impact, and then 1
Dear
darkness.
Lord.
Nice.
Yeah, Belbin, you reel back, you just boom, just like this, like blinding straight right into its clavicle, and it breaks in. So its head's kind of like slumped now. It still has its like weapons, but yeah, that hurt it pretty good. Second attack.
Yeah. 17 for the second attack.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. And then this one will do.
So just
Another-
FYI, as a reminder for physical attackers, so both Yuki and Belbin, you can actually, if you haven't used your support actions on a turn, you can use it to do a special strike. So for you, in your case, Belbin, it's a two-handed weapon, so it's a mighty blow. And because you're a physical attacker, it doesn't cost additional stamina to do. And so,
Okay.
it doesn't cost additional stamina to do. And so you can do the mighty strike, or mighty blow, essentially, mighty strike. And what it does is if you call that before you roll to see if you hit, you can roll the damage with emboldened. So just FYI, you can pretty much use that freely whenever you want. It doesn't really cost anything to do. So.
Cool.
But anyways, damage.
Yeah, this is going to be 14 impact
Okay.
and another 1 darkness.
Yeah, and you go
Dang.
boom.
Nice.
You punch with the first one right in the clavicle, its head falls forward. You punch with the second one in like the rib, and it begins to crack. As you make your way through, you actually hit the spine, and the skeletal figure collapses in on itself.
Yo, freaking Belbin.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
sick.
Nice.
Those are some heavy hits. Next.
Some heavy
we're gonna-
blows,
Wait, is it-
one might say.
Is it gone or is it still there?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
It falls into the pile of bones that are on the ground.
Is this
Um,
Elden Ring? Will they reanimate?
Yeah, really. Next is going to be Luxalia.
She's not gonna do anything.
Next is going to be Zyl then.
He's attacking.
All right. Go ahead and make some attacks.
I'm like, where's my paper? 12. Does 12 hit?
It's a skeleton.
12 does not hit.
Oh!
What?
It's such a thick boy.
Well,
Pile of bones, I'll tell you.
that's my turn.
All right, well, that's your turn. Next is going to be.
Max, did you use your heavy blow?
No, because
Oh my gosh.
stamina
use a
is.
support action to do. You could have used a heavy blow,
Oh my gosh.
but you
Yeah,
didn't hit anyway. So
It
doesn't
would have
matter.
used stamina too. You didn't recover that much stamina, did you? From that.
I mean,
one?
I took a meat ration and then an extra bread ration that
Either way.
was lost in the role playing because
Okay.
y'all were I'm like, I'm just gonna eat it. So I started this battle with 10.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. You're good.
Terrible,
Sorry.
but it's not a
Alright.
lot.
Next is going to be skeletal
The skeletons?
warriors. Number 5 is going to go ahead and make his attacks against Yuki.
Yeah.
That's
right.
gonna miss.
Sweet.
Number 6 is going to go ahead and make an attack against Zyl.
Great.
That's going to miss too. All right.
Nice.
I rolled
Delightful.
2 natural ones.
This is what we like to see.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, dice gods.
Yeah, the dice are
Thanks,
helping.
Alomnia. Thanks,
Helping very
Alomnia.
well. Okay, next, let's go ahead and roll positioning. So, Yuki, go ahead and make your positioning roll against. Oh, I forgot. You had stunned on you.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I forgot that.
What should I roll?
We'll roll resilience. Don't worry about that right now. We're gonna do position
All right.
rolls, so physical skill check.
All right. That is a 14 plus. That was a nat 16. Well,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
minus
you're
2
gonna-
because I have it.
Both of them. So he's gonna go ahead and move probably this way and then this way. They are not trapped, but you were able to win that positioning roll as far as that
Sweet.
goes. And now Zyl, physical skill check.
That's strength, right?
Yeah.
Yes. No, non-natural 16.
All right.
You just
got
told me
a
what to roll, and then I'm asking
15.
what to roll.
You end up beating.
Yo,
him, so
a
you beat him back.
15 skeleton. That's a thick ass boy.
Yeah.
That skeleton. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
All right, next, we're gonna go ahead and do your resilience check. So this is a level 1 status ailment. So go ahead and make a fortitude survival resilience skill check for me. So this is gonna be made at -2 because it's a skill check.
Yeah. 13 minus 2. Resilience. Where's my resilience? I don't think it's very
gonna
good.
Pass.
Plus 2.
It's gonna pass. You are no longer affected by stunned.
13.
Yay!
No longer affected by stunned.
Would you want me to do it just one more time for this next round because I didn't do it for the last one? I can do that.
No, you've shrugged off the stun status ailment.
But just to make up for it because I never used
Nah,
it
dude,
the
it's
last
fine.
turn.
It's
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
bad for forgetting. So it's,
I forgot too, so I'm sorry.
Okay, next we're gonna jump into initiative, which go ahead and roll for everybody while I roll enemies here.
Holy cow.
Ah.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Oh, mine was fine. Mine was fine. Not what I would have liked with how
I just
high
need to
this
beat
lady is.
what's her face so I can freaking taunt her and get her off you.
Yeah, it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm not looking great.
Thordain.
I'm trying, man.
Thordain. I didn't even roll for him. I'm sorry. Thordain got a 12 plus 5, 17.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, he
he's
rolls
freaking
really
sick.
high. Yuki.
Yuki got an 11.
Okay. Luxalia.
7.
Okay. Belbin.
12.
And Zyl.
Please.
17.
Yo, freaking sick.
Ooh.
But guess who's
Let's
going first?
go!
Thordain's going first.
Thordain's going first. Alright, what are we doing with Thordain?
Thordain's running. He's chugging his way through the bones. I
Up
don't think he
or
can do
around?
much anything else. You know what? Up.
Alright, make a
Why not?
make an agility survival check for me.
That's a 4 plus. Oh, that's Yuki. I think his agility is pretty good. It is really good. 4 plus 8. So
Yeah, he passes.
sweet.
Alright, he is actually in range of the Skelly if he wants
Yeah,
to take a
He's
shot.
gonna shoot him. He's gonna shoot him in the face.
Pulling out his
All right.
longbow, he's gonna go ahead and make a shot at it.
Oh my gosh, Thordain, do something sick. All right, so he's gonna take a So oh my god, he's freaking sick. 15 plus 6,
Yeah, okay.
21
That'll
to hit. All right,
Holy.
yeah, it's pretty good. That's not normal for Thordain. What is this? A D12? Got it. So that's 9 plus 3 cutting damage. Bah! Is what he's gonna do.
Alright, and that's Skelly number 2.
And then he's gonna use a support action. With that, he has a skill that if he hits someone with a, you know what, he's not gonna waste on a darn skeleton. Maybe if it was the main person,
Okay.
not gonna waste on a skeleton. Never mind.
no
he's
support
good.
actions?
No, he's good. He's fine.
Okay, so one attack action consumed. Alright, next let's go ahead and jump into Zyl.
Zyl is going to run towards what's her face.
So you can go around the back here. This is all plugged up. There is a pillar right here.
You can push me out of the way. I'm fine with that.
It's not how it
Body
works.
me. Oh.
Oh, God bless.
Thank you. Stupid pillar.
You can still taunt though, I'm sure.
Can I get next to, so kind of between Yuki and number 6?
Yes. No, there?
Yes. And then I want to taunt her.
Okay. Contested enmity skill influence skill check.
And I automatically have a +3 enmity, right?
Correct.
So, that's a 15.
Yep, you have successfully
Wait, no.
contested-
Oh yeah, a 15. I can math.
Freaking Zyl is
Um,
coming in clutch.
You have
And
successfully
6 and
taunted.
5. So, and then I'm gonna engage the skeleton.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna engage the skeleton.
Skellies engage. Sweet, good turn, really good turn. Next is Belbin.
Yeah, gonna go up to the next one.
Which side? Do you have a preference?
No, I don't care.
Cool. Okay, you're right there.
Yep, engagement combat.
Cool. Next is going to be Yuki.
All right, Yuki, seeing Zyl come up the rear, she's actually gonna take a step back, make some room for Zyl, and engage the skeleton that's right behind her, number 5.
Yeah.
I think it can attack her, even though it had because
Well,
it
so
was engaged.
so here's the thing, like if it's plugged up and she can't get to you, she's just gonna attack the thing that's close by. So it won't even matter if like she can't get to you, you know.
Wait,
so.
I'm confused.
No,
What do you mean?
Like
I'm talking
since,
about my runic rage ability on number 5.
Yeah, so number 5 is automatically going to go if you engage the.
that's
this
fine.
combat.
I mean, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't get past him, so I might as well do that.
Okay.
But
I'm just letting you know, he will attack you, even though he should attack me.
that's fine. I'd rather him attack me than the freaking lady. So
Great.
I need to get out of the way. So that's like, kind of what I can do.
You're good.
So.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that ability changed a little bit. So.
I get that. Thank you. I appreciate it, though.
All right. She's going to retreat back here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I still go? Is it still my turn? I forgot
Well,
to
you
do my.
engaged in combat, so.
Yeah. But can I not use a support action after I do that?
No.
Ah!
Once you've engaged in combat.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I need to learn combat better. All right, it's fine. I was getting so excited.
Awesome. Yeah. So this person's gonna make their way back to the corner and immediately begin muttering to themselves.
Oh!
And that's gonna be their turn. They're gonna begin muttering to themselves, saying sweet nothings to the ear. Luxalia.
She's gonna keep running up.
Running.
However far she'll go.
Technically, she's in range and she could make an attack.
How does the recharge of her staff work?
So basically, it's a level 2 mana. So whenever, like, at the end of like her rest, when she recovers 4 mana, she can use some of that to recover charges in her staff.
Great.
If
She's
the
not-
initial mana rolls a 2.
She's not gonna use it.
Okay. Sweet.
I don't
She's gonna
wanna-
chill.
She's gonna chill. Yeah, because she's not in range of Yuki yet, is she?
No.
Not even close.
Plus, there's a 10-foot wall block in between them, so her line of sight, she can't even have that either. So.
Great. She's trying to get to you, Yuki, and Yuki, I just remembered, Zyl has a heal as well.
This is true. It's a,
But he
like
has
a
to
touch heal, right?
Yeah, it's a touch heal.
I mean, she's not like Yuki's not on death's door. She's not gonna be able to take like another round of whatever she did before, but she's fine. She's got 29
Okay.
HP. She's okay.
Okay.
So
Sweet. Which brings us to the Skellies. Engage in combat, engage in combat, engage in combat. This one's gonna go ahead and engage Belbin in combat.
Sweet.
This one has to move towards it.
Yeah, it does.
So it's doing that thing. And that's gonna be that. Now we're into combat, starting with Thordain, who can't go, starting with Zyl.
I'm taking a swing.
Alright.
Um,
He's going
We'll
to
see.
use his guard reflex support action.
that's a nat 16 though.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Oof.
That's
pretty
gonna
good.
hit,
Get
and
some
that's gonna crush.
max damage.
Atta baby.
So that's
Max
20
damage there.
22 damage, I think.
Yo.
Yeah, 22 damage because
Woo!
crits are just max, right?
Yeah. So it's number 6.
22.
Oh boy. Yeah, you whacked out, and it just breaks to pieces underneath.
Oh,
your,
amazing.
Your axe.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wilhelm scream.
It's
No.
disgusting. Yeah. William Wallace. Freedom.
So wait, is it dead?
It's dead.
Great.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a
Are you
very
gonna
dead
make faces at the dead thing? Just like, you know, taunt it.
Yeah, the skull's on the floor.
Just
I'm
gesture
just
alone.
gonna scream. Ah!
All right, next is going to be Belbin.
Cool. The one that I'm engaged with
Mm-hmm.
currently, that one I'll attack.
All right, are you using any special strikes?
Not for this first one.
Okay.
Ooh, and I do not need it. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Great. And that'll be, ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Yo, freaking Belbin's sick.
16 impact and 4 darkness.
Nice.
Skelly, what number is he? Number 4?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you just punch him real good and you just begin to like tear him apart.
Yep.
The typical
second one,
Belbin stuff. Second attack?
Oh, it's the good stuff. Yep, I'll be using my special strike. Oh, they're the same. It doesn't matter. 22 to hit.
Okay, 22 will hit.
I don't know where these are coming out of. Was not rolling this well before. Ooh, okay. 15 impact and 4 darkness.
I don't think we're complaining.
You punch, you break some of his bones off. You jump and you do the double fist down on his head and you just crush him beneath and he falls into the pile of bones.
Later, buddy.
Destroying, messing them up pretty good. Cool. Next is going to be Luxalia, which can't do anything. And then it's going to be
Yuki?
Yuki, sorry. Yuki's next, not Luxalia.
It's all good. It's all good. She could have gone first and it'd been fine anyways. I don't think I
The
can
other
really do
lovely
anything at
lady
this
of
point.
Eclaas Eeas.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna attack the skeleton that's next to me. You know, might as well. You
Go
know,
ahead. He's
So,
gonna go ahead
yeah,
and guard.
she's gonna use the piercing strike
Okay.
thing since she didn't use her ability. So, but first I gotta hit. That is a 9 plus 8. What is that? 17.
Yeah, that'll hit. Even with the
Okay.
guard.
Okay. That will be. That'll be 14 cutting for the first one. And she's not gonna do just dual wielding. She's just gonna do like one at a time kind of thing. She's just gonna whack once with the
So
first one. And she's
14.
gonna, yeah, so 14 for the first one. And then the second hit was a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay. And that will be 13 cutting damage.
Yeah, you smack him up and you slice. Boom! First one cuts him and like cuts his leg completely off as he begins to just like kind of stumble towards you. And you take your second one, boom, across the neck. It doesn't take his neck off completely, but it's just like hanging kind of by like a little like nasty.
Oh, he's still good? All right, we're coming up with a follow-up
And
attack then.
He's still like limping, not so good.
Nearly
all right, we're-
headless.
Nearly
Yeah.
headless.
All right, so that's a 14 to hit for
Yeah,
the second
that'll
hit. Okay. That is 3 plus 2, 5.
And as you slice him, you finally cut him down. Just boom, first whack, boom, even stronger. Technically not stronger, but boom, and you collapse him into the pile of bones.
Nice. I like
Yay!
Next is going to be this chick, and she's continuing to focus on what she's doing. As you look towards her, you notice that the whole area around her has begun to become cloaked in darkness.
No! Oh,
Why?
Should have hit her or something.
I
should have.
tried.
I should have.
I moved
She's
so
just so
slow.
scary.
Yeah, she's kind of scary. But what that means is we are down into the Skelly, so the Skelly's going to make an attack against Belbin.
Sweet.
Bring it, buddy.
8. Does an 8 hit?
No, 8 misses.
All right, so he whacks an easy dodge out of the way of not even face. Awesome. That brings us to positioning rules, and there's only one, so physical skill check, Belbin.
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
That's a 4.
I rolled without any modifiers a 7, so
He gets back
I'll win that one.
Yeah, you win that easy. He gets
Yeah.
backed up, and next we are at the top of combat. Go ahead and roll your initiatives. Let me roll first for my guys.
My initiative's been so bad. The initiative
Oh
rolls.
no!
And it's crazy because you have so much agility.
I know.
This ain't good. This ain't good.
It's okay. Things will be fine. Things will be fine.
Keep telling yourself that. Figure out what guys are still alive. Can you give me a second?
3 guys.
Yeah. It's on my sheet.
Oh, this is so scary.
Sorry. Lots of quiet dead air time. I apologize, everyone.
No,
Okay.
you're fine.
Zyl.
You're doing a lot, so it's all good.
8.
Less than last time. Thordain.
Yep.
Thordain got a 14.
All right. Next is gonna be Belbin.
9.
Yuki.
Maxed 17.
Ooh.
And Luxalia.
14.
All right, that's a different initiative order. Yeah, it's gone completely dark around, and immediately you see it all spreads out and dissipates throughout the entire room. You don't see anything immediately has happened. It like the shadows pass through each one of you that it does, and it doesn't affect you. But yeah, she's gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to make an attack, a wicked bolt attack at Zyl.
What was her freaking initiative? My lord, this lady's so dexterous.
Yeah. She's
Oh!
like a shadow. So you're gonna go ahead and make a fortitude survival check.
Great, I'm good at those.
Yeah, very chunky.
That's a 19.
19.
Thank God, thank God. Still lives to see this day.
It's you who must forgive an honest fool, and it's you who must forgive a faithless man. It's thanks to his fortitude that he is living. All right, so that's going to be a 27 halved, which is, oh my god, my brain.
13 or 14,
13.
depending on how you
13.
round.
So 13 points of darkness damage, and she's going to go ahead and unleash her last wicked bolt at Zyl again.
Do it! Is that another 14?
So, yeah, another fortitude survival check.
It's
Come on,
okay,
Zyl,
you can
take it.
survive it. Yeah, he's
that's
good.
Yeah, take it. Take
Non-natural 16.
Literally,
Okay.
literally, Zyl just sits there and scratches that thing off. Everyone else hates it, but
Yeah, everyone else does hate that.
Okay.
All right, that's
Plus
gonna
8
be,
fortitude.
Same thing, 13 points of darkness damage.
Great.
Awesome. Next is go back to my sheet. I believe Yuki. Yes, Yuki.
All right. This is a hard choice, but you know what? She's gonna play it smart. She's not gonna be dumb. She's going to use her support action before she moves, and she's gonna drink a potion. Like, we can't be dumb. We can't be dumb about this. So, what do I don't know. I need to look at what kind of is in my adventures pouch. It is a reliable potion. What is that? Reliable.
Reliable is 20.
20. Okay, so I'm gonna heal 20 HP back. So what am I at? I'm at 49 HP, so that's good. That's way better than it was. And then
Yeah, it's way
Yuki.
better. Your HP went from being in the yellow to being in the white on my spreadsheet. So that's
It's pretty good.
it.
So Yuki is then going to. Did she see where this lady went, or does she even know at all? Is it too dark?
Yeah, you could see that she moved. You saw the darkness dissipate. Oh, actually, no, not with the light. So no, you
Yeah,
have
that's
no
what I'm
idea
saying,
where
yeah.
you went.
Did I see Zyl get wicked bolted though?
Yeah, I mean that's.
I'm gonna go in the direction of the wicked bolt.
How are you moving?
I mean, the only way I can. I got a max of 30 feet, so it's a support action to fly. So
What is
that's
your
not keeping.
movement? Your walking is 30.
30, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going
You
anywhere. I'm
move
so
next,
slow.
Right next door to Zyl.
Hey, Zyl, how's
You're
it
kissing
going?
cheeks.
Hi.
Next is going to be these guys. Yeah, he'll just continue to do his thing. I gotta roll.
I
He
think
tumbles
the
down the
ske-
stairs and he has fallen prone at the bottom of the stairs.
He's
These
free
guys,
of my
I'm
rage.
rolling so bad for the skellies, but it makes sense for them. Kind of
They're
like
freaking skeletons.
click,
Yeah, they're
clap,
just
click,
little.
clap.
He is free of my rage, by the way.
He's
There's
what?
only 2 turns.
Okay.
The runic rage.
Yeah, that makes sense. This guy is gonna go ahead and initiate combat against Belbin.
Dang.
So he'll do that, and then we're gonna move on to Luxalia.
She's gonna run up toward Belbin.
Thank goodness you're here, Luxalia.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'd do without you.
You don't really. You're good on HP, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm way good. I haven't been hit yet, actually.
Great. She's just gonna cheer him on. Go Belbin! Go Belbin! Well,
Do I
kind
feel
of
emboldened?
sarcastically, like, go Belbin, because they're not friends.
Yeah. No, you do not feel emboldened by that. You get actually slightly. Next is Thordain.
Thordain's gonna move up back towards the skeleton, and he's gonna look down in that direction to where like it tumbled off the cliff.
Yeah, he can see it.
Does he
if he makes
see-
a shot at it,
does
he's
he-
prone, so it's going to be with struggle.
Does he see the lady in the back from that
No,
distance
he
on
cannot
top?
see her.
Ah, freaking Thordain is just, doing his
In a
thing.
world
All
of
right.
complete darkness.
Yeah. So he is actually going to try to use a support action. Sorry, I gotta pull it up. I don't know exactly everything he can do because he's got so much he can do. He's gonna take a aimed shot at the guy. So,
Skeleton.
as a reflex support action, I may increase a single weapon attack rolled by plus 1d10.
Okay.
So up to the maximum damage. So that's what he's gonna do.
So
he's gonna
you're
shoot
rolling
him.
the hit with struggle.
Yes. So that would be struggle's a
Minus
mind
2 to the
like
roll.
-2 to the roll. Okay. That is a 14.
14 will
hit.
just hit.
Oh, thank God, thank God. All right, so then he's gonna use the aim shot, so he's gonna roll that damage with it. So
So original damage and then the damage up top.
on top of it, up to max. Yeah. Where's my D12? There we go. Oh, freaking Thordain's sucking. That's a 1 plus 3, and then he can roll another D10. Sucking a wad, Thordain. Come
It's good
on
that
now.
you did that though.
Plus 7, so what is that? 10 piercing
Yeah, and
total.
skinny is this number 2.
He hit him last turn. I don't know how like piercing does against him, but or is it cutting? He might be doing cutting damage. It's cutting damage.
Yeah,
no, it's
cutting.
not. Hold up.
There's no piercing damage in that class.
It is cutting damage.
Yeah, he hits him like on the ground, and like as you can imagine, it's just arrow going into a pile of bones. So
Sweet.
He's still prone on the ground. You hit him.
Nice.
But that's what he can do.
Sweet.
Good job, Thordain. Next.
Wait, was that the max he can move? By the way, he can move 55 feet total.
Oh.
All right.
Nope. That's the next thing.
Okay. Cool. That's what he'll do, and he'll just stand there admiring his work as he does.
Next, I'm gonna actually have Belbin and Luxalia. You guys are going to make a faith survival check for me.
Hope Luxalia was pranked. Yep.
Yeah, just get
I got
whacked
Survival
with-
check.
What was that?
14.
14.
15.
You immediately, the two of you, sense the presence of something in this general direction.
Ooh.
It's pretty sweet.
Luxalia and I will do a quick high five before I beat this guy up for
Okay,
our
high five.
high faith.
Which direction?
Yeah, your faiths clash as a high five. There's something over there. Meaning we're
Which
gonna
direction
jump
was that?
to. Oh no! Sorry, messed you guys
It's all good.
Yeah, sorry. Next, we're gonna jump to. I need to check something real quick, guys. Give me a second.
I'm here, no problem. So here's the thing, guys. It's just gonna keep teleporting all over the place, and it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. So we should probably just split up. This is above game talk.
I've been splitting up this whole time.
I know, Belbin. I know
I've been controlling my little neighborhood over here,
I try and
ridding them of
tackle it.
all the trash that keeps popping
This is
up.
like the worst boss for you, Max. Like,
Yes.
you can't move anywhere. It's just like it can teleport. It's just like, my
I
goodness.
try and tackle her. Try and
Yeah,
tackle
right?
her.
Seriously, just a freaking ghost
Yeah,
thing.
this is pretty brutal.
Oh.
Alright.
You could throw things, I guess, which is nice.
Which I only have 3, and I haven't picked it up. I usually pick them up at the end of combat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Belbin, this is
Only
a
if-
separate faith survival check for a different thing. Make a faith survival check for me, and tell me really quickly how many points of misery do you currently have?
I have 3 points of misery.
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled
Another
a. Yeah.
Does Luxalia
I,
need to roll one as well?
No, this one's just Belbin.
I rolled a 19.
Yo, freaking Belbin!
That was almost my max. Yeah.
Feeling freaking faithful right now. My goodness.
Thank goodness I have Luxalia's around.
You take
Lomni is with him.
12 points of darkness damage as you hear the sound of some kind of wind move in this direction. Like a... But immediately this dark presence comes up and like almost kind of like a giant claw just crashes right through you. But you don't see anything.
It's okay. I feel your
there's
pain,
nothing
Belbin.
but darkness in that general vicinity.
Doesn't Luxalia have a torch though?
She does.
Did he just take damage?
Oh, I did just take damage.
Oh,
huh?
that's right. Okay, go ahead
Yep.
and roll. I have to.
Is
roll.
this how we're gonna? Is this how we're gonna kill this thing? Just like literally
Just
residuals from
accidentally damaging
Luxalia.
things with light shields. That's
Well,
going to be,
how many
what kind
rounds has it been?
was that?
This is the
How
third
many
round.
rounds has it been since she started?
This is the 4th round.
This is
Since
fourth
she
round.
started?
Oh, since she started? No, this is the 2nd round. 3rd round? 3rd round.
Sweet. So this is the last round it's up too.
Yo, right.
Booyah!
Let's go.
Sick.
Okay, so what's the check? What kind of check?
7 plus piety is 6 is what we said for today. 15.
13
Faith.
faith.
Survival.
It does not hit that. It fails.
Yo, pretty
Yeah.
sick.
So it's what?
Does it
It's
reveal itself? Do we hear a scream, a moan?
Mo-
Oh.
It takes 10 light damage.
Yo.
And like
Ooh.
immediately you hear the shriek of what sounds like a ring wraith in Lord of the Rings. Just like a high-pitched guttural
Ooh.
screech. And
Oh man.
immediately a shade has been revealed on the battlefield.
My God.
Oh no!
It is a dark spectral figure,
Oh
and
my
it
gosh.
has basically it's like an all completely black figure, and you can see for a split second this thing, as like the light just hits it from the shield that bursts, and in its eyes you can see like this dark, or not dark, but just like a complete like a white light that's coming out of him, and he is holding what looks to be this large
terrifying.
spectral glaive, as well. Question: how much damage is that? Sorry.
10.
10 light.
Woo. Okay.
Freaking Luxalia. Coming in clutch. She's not even here.
Yeah, I know. Coming in
Max
clutch
coming in
with
clutch.
just not even do anything, but it's just a reaction. That's sweet.
Yep.
All right, cool. That's gonna happen. But that brings us to Belbin. You are currently challenged in combat, so you can wish to disengage. if you
Yeah.
wish.
No, let's just kill this guy real quick.
Okay. Which brings us to Zyl.
I want to Would I know where I got hit from with those two
Yeah,
attacks?
general direction.
I'm gonna move towards it. So, 10, yeah. I'm guessing if I throw an axe, it's at struggle.
If you throw an axe at this direction, yes. If you throw an axe at the skelly that's on the ground, no.
Oh, so yes, because he's prone.
against him, then yes, because he is prone.
It's okay.
So
It's
that's
worth
just
it.
-2.
-2 to the roll.
I'm gonna throw an axe at her.
Okay. You're just throwing into the darkness. You have 0 line of sight on this thing, so you are unfortunately unable to do so. You're gonna have to throw basically what's considered an in the way check, if you don't have line of sight on something. And with full cover and no line of sight, you automatically fail that line of sight check. So just FYI, before you throw that, I'm just letting you know that.
Sweet.
So basically, I can't throw at her at all.
Unless you just want to
Unless
waste your
you see-
throwing.
Great, then I'm throwing at the skeleton instead.
Okay.
And I don't think I hit it because it's in struggle, and that's 11.
11. No, you did not.
No.
So you threw your hand axe into the pile of bones. Like, I think I hit it. I don't
Thordain gives him a thumbs up. I think we got him.
Yeah,
all right, so
Going
that's Zyl. That's what Zyl's gonna do. What kind of action did you use for that? Attack or
reaction
reflex support?
Me?
Yeah,
You can use a reflex support
for the
a
throwing.
weapon.
An attack, because.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, I could have. No, she's fine.
From the top, she already made her attack. She can't do anything. Yuki, you can't do anything. No, you can't do anything. Skeletal Warrior, he's gonna make his attack against Belbin. To which, oh boy, 6 will not hit.
Nope.
Just another into the darkness. Not anything.
Literally, these guys are just standing in the way. That's literally all they're doing.
Yep, their body shields. Next is going to be Luxalia, who can't do anything.
She hasn't used an attack. Oh yeah, but she has.
Yeah, she can't. She has to be in melee combat to bonk someone.
Yeah, sure.
Next is going to be Thordain, which can't do anything. Next is going to be the Shade, which can't do anything. And next is going to be Belbin.
Belbin's gonna hit.
Belbin's going to do something.
Yes.
Belbin's going to do
punch some
something
things.
really good, probably. Oh, he's going to
We'll
guard.
see. The skeleton's gonna guard?
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
So 13 does not hit.
Freaking skeletons, man.
Well, then my other one's not gonna hit. So Belbin's not gonna do anything.
Alright, just boom, you punch him and he holds up his shield and it just clings off of his shield. You feel that
Yeah.
reverberation in your fist and you're like, oh, I'll get you next time. Just cursing at the sky. Awesome. And then Zyl can't do anything. Alright. Positioning rolls. So we're gonna have Belbin against the Skelly.
21.
Yeah, you weight beat him. You got a nat.
Good luck.
He's gonna move back in this direction. All right, top of the round. Go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for these guys. Give me a second till I ask.
Dang it.
Again. Initiative is garbage.
It's okay.
Yeah, same.
Thordain and Yuki are coming in clutch.
Pretty sure
Thordain
the
rolled
dice
a
that
nat
I'm
16.
using is cursed because I've rolled the same thing 3 times in a row.
Yeah, so meaning she's gonna go first. The son of a gun. Ain't nobody got time for that lady. Oh, so
Okay,
annoying. Yuki got a 15.
15. All right, Luxalia.
8.
Okay, Thordain.
Nat 16, so 21.
Oh boy.
I'm saying he's feeling it.
Belbin.
10.
Okay. And Zyl.
10.
Coming in clutch. All right, Thordain. He's first.
Yeah, Thordain. Well, does he even know that there's someone over there? I don't even know if he would know
He
that, to
wouldn't
be
know.
quite honest. Yeah. Well, he's gonna talk to Zyl as a support action, and he's just gonna be like, "Hey, what's going on?" I literally have been on the other side of this freaking thing. I have no idea what's going on. Just some skeletons.
There's some scary lady over there that we need to get rid of.
Oh, over there. All right, Thordain's gonna try to waddle his way over there as quick as he can. 55 feet halved, I guess.
Yeah, he walks this way and he does encounter her. He sees her in the darkness, and it spooks him.
Whoa! Oh! he's just gonna. He's like, this thing's nasty. It looks like a mixture between someone who doesn't have a nose and someone who's just a corpse and just dead. I'm gonna shoot it. He's gonna shoot it.
It turns slowly. It looks at him. It's like,
Oh, he's just creeped out. All right, so yeah, he's just gonna take a shot at it, I guess.
okay.
Well, that was really good. 13 plus, what is it? 13 plus 6 to hit.
Yeah,
So
that'll
19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, well, go get him, Thordain. Don't roll in that one again, please. Please. I'll take that. That was 10 plus 3. So 13 cutting damage. Boop, right in the face. Just looses an arrow right in that guy's.
Yeah, and you do.
Mug.
And Thordain does, and it hits right between the eyes, and he just like have this dead look. And it begins at like it just like falls through, and just the arrow plops out on.
Oh
in front of
no!
him. Yeah.
Thordain is just like shuddering.
Yuki, your turn.
Yuki is going to.
Oh, by the way, the
fly.
skelly stood up. By the way.
Oh, nice, sweet. Yuki is gonna use her support action to fly again, I guess.
Okay.
She can, and she's gonna run towards like the Thordain area, where he dropped down because he saw he shot towards something. And then if she
wouldn't have been able to see that he shot towards anything.
okay, well she's gonna keep flying in the direction of the Wicked Bolt, I guess, from the last turn.
Yeah.
Does she
Well,
see? Does she see?
You found your general vicinity. You found your general
Does she?
way over there.
Does she? So she has 60 feet of movement while flying. So.
Yeah, yeah. You were
She's
able
gonna-
to scour and look. You found.
All right, and she's gonna encounter in combat, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and make that
I don't-
engagement.
Yeah, I don't know if she can attack since she's flying with swords, with broadswords, but
you have to
she's
land
gonna.
in order to.
All right,
engage in
is that a
combat.
support action or something? Was
No,
that,
no,
what
no.
is that?
Like in order to engage in combat, it's just on.
Oh yeah, all right,
landing.
perfect. She's
Yep.
gonna do that then.
Yep.
She's gonna do that.
So Yuki's gonna do that. Next is going to be.
Hey guys, it's useful having wings sometimes. I'll tell you.
He's gonna come up and engage both of you in combat. Actually, no, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna wait just right. That'll be fun. And he's gonna go ahead and force Belbin to make a faith survival check for me.
Be faithful, Belbin. You've been doing so good. Oh, I'm so scared. So nervous.
Nat 1
Oh no.
All right, so that's
and
gonna
6 total.
6 total. Okay, that's going to be you're going to receive
1,000,000 damage.
18 points
Oh.
of basically 18 points of darkness damage, and on top of that, you gain 2 points of misery.
Yo!
Oh.
What? Oh!
I'm turning
Gross.
real evil real quick.
Belbin is the one that doesn't need that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
No,
essentially, in essence, you have like this big shadowy claw that comes and then swipes at you, and actually, as it does so, you feel it tear a piece of you like inside of you away,
Oh!
and it just like you can like feel like you're human.
Alrighty, guys, let's be more evil, huh?
Man,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
okay, so that's what he's gonna do. That's all
Ka, do you want to explain really quick what that means, like misery?
Okay, So in Everlast, there's basically an alignment system, and how it functions is based off people's faith scores and that kind of stuff. But adventurers, when they start in the neutral position, and when you fall into, like, you gain certain... Okay, starting over. When you encounter certain things, for example, you have certain attacks, you encounter, like, certain, like, really terrible, gruesome, horrible things, or, like, you do, like, really bad actions and that kind of stuff, you basically have to make a faith check. And essentially what that is if you fail it, you gain points of misery, which changes your alignment over time. So you can fall from neutral into vice, then you can also go from neutral if you succeed in things and get rid of points of misery into virtue, and so you become creatures
Where
of
Luxalia is
virtue.
at.
The better things that you can do, yeah, technically Luxalia is a virtuous, and or you can fall into vice, the more points of misery that you gain. And what that does is it affects, like, your overall character. Eventually it can get so bad in vice where it can force you to go into fits of madness, and at worst, like, you pretty much lose your character. It's as if, like, your character has died, or like just like small fits of rage, small fits of madness, as far as that goes. Speaking of which, Belbin, I'm gonna have you roll a D100 for me.
Oh.
Yikes. Just straight
Just straight D100.
64.
I'm so scared. Is this bad?
It's not good.
I feel like it's in the middle, so
That's
it's not like gonna be the
reassuring.
worst.
64, you said. Okay. Your mind has suddenly become forgetful and unable to process normal thoughts until you complete 12 hours of sleep. For the duration, you are riddled with nightmares of being endlessly lost in the unknown, an unfriendly abyss, and your all agility rolls are made with despair.
Oh, that's what you're good at.
Yikes.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
So
Is this something? I've got cleanse. Is that something that can be cleansed?
No. The only way to cure this is 12 hours of sleep. And unfortunately, while
Okay.
in a dungeon, you cannot sleep.
Right.
So
Have
read that to me one more
Luxalia-
time.
Okay.
Disadvantage on agility and
That's
what
the
else?
only mechanical thing that, so like you
Okay,
have like the
okay.
disadvantage on, but
Okay.
it's kind of like some flavor in like how you're going to roleplay this from here on out.
Just forgetful and
Your mind has suddenly become forgetful and unable to process normal thought until you complete 12 hours of sleep. Your mind has
Dear Lord.
For the duration, you are riddled with nightmares of being endlessly lost in an unknown and unfriendly abyss. So whenever you sleep, that's going to be...
okay.
Luxalia's gonna have to hold Grandpa by the hand through this, dear Lord.
That all
He's basically
really
yeah,
starting to kick in.
straight up something out of
no. Yeah, that's true. It's
Come on, old man.
rough. Yeah, so there's that. Next, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Belbin's turn.
Okay. I'd like to go in and go to the shade.
Make a mind survival check for me. It sheds a fear, an aura of fear.
You said mind?
Mind
7.
7. You are immediately frightened in place, and you are on your turns, basically. You cannot no longer do anything.
This is
Frightened
the
and
worst.
frozen in place.
Good thing Luxalia's there, I have to say. She can just blow
Yeah.
that thing up. Maybe.
She's not helping me
potentially.
at all.
Speaking of which, we're going Zyl.
Zyl, he, can he see this lady yet?
Yeah, he can see.
Okay, he's gonna, make it his way 15 more feet. While putting himself next to the skeleton. He's gonna taunt her.
All right. So a contested influence skill check.
I don't think she can win this.
I got a nat 16. We'll see. We'll reveal our numbers on 3. 1, 2, 3, 20.
23.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
This is like end boss level rolling. What is going
this
on?
is- I got a nat 16 and I was like, ooh, and then he's just like, I don't think you can win. I'm like, well.
I rolled a 15, so it,
Okay. Well,
and then I have a +8.
yeah,
Oh
so
my
any
lord.
attack that she's going to attempt to make now is going to be a despair. So
Thank God, thank
And
God.
then I'm gonna engage the skeleton.
Alright, cool. You do so. Luxalia. What is Luxalia going to do?
She's gonna firebonk him.
Fireball?
Sweet. That sounds
Fireball.
like a good idea.
Alright.
So how did
Currently, he is in the radius, though. So just FYI, he is in the radius of the torch that Luxalia is holding. So you guys can see. Hence
Great.
the reason Belbin tried to attack.
It's very
Yes,
scary.
I mean she's gonna use her flame staff.
Okay.
Is what I mean by fireball.
Yep, you can go ahead and do that.
So
It's a 8 survival, fortitude strength check. And he fails that.
Yo,
Great.
pretty sick.
1d10 plus elemental.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 10. So
Yo.
14.
14, yeah. And he begins his like shadowy figure just lights, and he goes up in a blaze. He actually, for the next one turn, is going to be unable to vanish in the shadows, and he is lit up like.
Belbin, how does that make you feel? Just seeing that.
Fantastic. Well, frightened still, and I don't have
that
any
was a
thoughts because I
scary,
can't.
Fiery creature.
You can't feel it because you have no common thought in your head.
Yes,
There's
exactly.
just nothing going on.
There's a
there,
lot
so.
going on, but yes.
That's it.
Alright, cool. Awesome. So they're gonna do that. Next is going to be this chick. She can't do
Big Daddy.
anything. But then we're gonna jump to Skelly's. Engage.
Here they come. This is their time to shine.
Something wicked this way comes. All right, top of the combat round. Thordain can't do anything. Yuki, your turn.
All right, Yuki is going to just be like, "Found you," and just bah, 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 start stabbing at
Before
her.
you do so, I'm gonna have you make a mind survival check for me.
All right, my mind is being survivaled. Okay, it's not bad. Especially since it's survival, that actually helps me. Mind. All right, that's a 12.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, stab, bah! And she's gonna use her support action. No, she can't. She can't use it, so she can't pierce. She flew, so she can't. So she's just gonna stab with the first one.
Okay.
That would be a 5 plus 8. What is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
13.
It's a hit.
1 second. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. So you thrust. It was like a thrust.
Yeah. Bam.
You like, hey, found you, and you thrust right in the Michael Jackson face.
Yeah.
And it just you notice that your blade. This is the Void and Warhol sword, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just melts through the exterior, and she begins the smoke and everything just begins to vigorously come out of her. It's like, and it's like almost kind of like this shriveled up creature as you just like hear like this like screech again.
Oh my!
It's a
So
really great screech.
you're telling me I'm basically Arwen, or wait,
I am
Awen.
no
What's her
man.
name? Yeah, and just stabbing him in the face, freaking Witch
Yeah,
King.
basically that.
Here's-
And it begins to shrivel and it crumples down, and she basically explodes, leaving a remnant of a cloak. And this guy explodes. This guy explodes.
I didn't
into
even deal
bones.
any damage though. That was just a hit.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, she had 1 point.
Huzzah!
And this guy, in a blaze of fire, just and it begins to just get sucked up in the air.
Oh my gosh!
That is combat.
Yay!
What just happened? Can I loot her really quick? See if she left anything behind.
She has nothing to loot.
Well, yeah, her cloak. I want to look at her cloak and see where she went. She's confused. Here's the thing: Yuki's just confused.
All right.
She's just like that thing just disappeared.
All right. Well, you
So she's
can go
just-
ahead. You can go ahead.
she's
and
just
make
looking.
A loot roll. Give me a second. Let me pull up my loot table.
Why? Did
I mean,
not
no. I mean,
conjure and
it's
void
just for the flavor. If it has
Oh,
nothing there,
Okay,
it's just,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you look, and it is just, you see nothing
Yeah.
but bones
Yeah.
underneath the cloak. It's a black, darkened
Oh
cloak,
my
and you
gosh.
see nothing but bones underneath.
Oh my gosh.
Belbin, at this point, like, the torches and Luxalia is still there, and you feel some comfort kind of being with her, but, like, your face has physically aged by a little bit, and you're just, like, looking
Sweet.
like...
He already looked like death. I don't know what he's doing now.
Hey,
Not that old.
you finally look your age.
He's a little old, but so it's kind of up to you based on like how you want to roleplay that. Just a little bit of what's going on. Everything is still, however, the presence of the heavy darkness that was weighing on this place has completely lifted, and so
Sweet.
nothing is. I mean, obviously, other than bones being around, there's nothing that's really going to frighten you in here at this point. So.
Well, that was awful. I hated that. How's everyone doing? Is everyone holding up okay? Thordain's like,
Right.
Thordain's like, I literally saw nothing. I saw this disgusting thing I shot in the face one time. Yeah, it was nice.
All
And
right.
then I guess Yuki congregates back towards the center, to where she.
Belbin's just gonna be like looking around, not really knowing what to do.
Being
just
all
kind of
bashful, just like kicking some
turning
of
in
the-
circles. Yeah.
So you're not. So you're still functional. It's not like you
Okay.
like gone completely
Not a
mad,
vegetable.
but yeah, you.
Is it like I just can't talk? Like if I can't finish a thought, do I just not talk? But I can still like
No,
walk
you can,
and act
you can
and like.
talk, but it's like anything that's rational. So basically, any time that you're like making like a knowledge skill checks or anything, I'm just not going to allow you to make the check or like do things
Okay.
like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
You're not going to be really any use as far as like investigating things or like being aware
Okay.
of things that are going around. And
Okay.
you're just kind of stumbling along too. Your agility, survival checks are
Is
is failed.
halved.
So
Yeah.
Yuki makes her way back up to the middle. What's everyone else doing?
I think I'm gonna go with her.
Yeah, Thordain's gonna go find Luxalia.
Eventually,
Because, you
find
know,
you.
birds of a feather flock together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Luxalia,
Belbin-
though, does make her way up towards the center when she checks to see kind of if Belbin's like okay. She looks to see to tend to any wounds. She doesn't see any physical wounds actually currently on Belbin. And I'm going to actually have Luxalia make a wisdom skill check for me.
That's a number.
Sweet.
15.
15. Yeah, you, Luxalia, she takes a look at Belbin and realizes that, like, something is not right. Like, this encounter has, like, affected him more than, like, what normally would happen. And it's not, it's clearly not physical wounds. There's some kind of, like, longing, like, lasting effect on him.
You should get that checked out.
Belbin's gonna make his way towards the altar area.
Luxalia will follow, and obviously Thordain will follow as well.
Yeah,
You
Yuki
guys
calls
can-
out when she sees Belbin. Hey, how are you doing? How are you faring?
Oh, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. Just kind of getting a little angry out of nowhere.
You're looking a little
Maybe.
older. Are you sure you're okay?
He finally
That's
looks
nice.
his age.
So mean.
That's all he'll say.
we're
Cole has freedom to retcon that comment.
we're just ribbing him a little bit. He ribs us, so we're ribbing him.
You all make your way around this altar, and you notice that the red glowing that was glowing with the blue has actually dissipated. It is now just glowing blue.
Cool. Nice.
Interesting.
Who wants to reach out and touch it? Yuki says.
Would anyone know why it says Earth?
Oh yeah, you can read it, can't you?
Yeah. So I was like, what can you read?
I can't read anything.
Play with yourself. Do it.
Oh gosh. No!
No, it's like I got you. What are you talking about, Zyl?
There's woods right there. It says Earth.
No.
And I point to
Right here?
the
With this one, the one at the front.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I can't really read that, but.
Does she recognize it?
Yeah, it looks pretty evil. Evil mumbo jumbo. But.
Wait, why can I read evil?
I don't know. Maybe we should get you checked out. I actually know a really good place. There's like back in the Silverwood. Like we could go to like a shrine and like maybe like purify you. Do you think there's a demon inside of you?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Uh,
How do you feel?
I mean, I'm sketched out by everything
She
here,
calls over
but
to Belbin. Belbin, come here.
Duh.
You come
I'll,
over.
I'll walk over.
Some mongoloid.
And she like looks in like Belbin's eyes. Okay. And she looks into Zyl's eyes. I don't think anything's wrong with you. I mean, there's something wrong with him. And points over to Belbin. But you look fine, I guess.
Huh?
It's weird that you can
Okay.
understand this, because this is like really evil. It should be. It looks like not good. Like something that I
I
wouldn't
think
want
I
to-
was speaking it earlier too.
Uh,
Yuki pipes in. He definitely was speaking something, that's for sure.
Maybe we should get you checked out by someone. This doesn't sound right.
Thordain, as this is going on, is gonna go touch the blue light.
So
Because,
as
that's Thordain.
and like as the Thordain's walking up there. So as you were growing up, Zyl, did you do you like witchcraft or something? Voodoo? Did people
No.
call you Voodoo Mama Juju?
No, I mean, I wasn't very religious, but I'd go to the temple every once in a while.
I see.
I never lit on fire or anything.
We'll come back to this later. Right now, that skill is very useful. What does the rest of them say?
What do the rest of them say?
Before you can do that, Thordain wanders his way to the middle, very curious, and he goes and he checks it out. He steps up onto this and makes his way to the middle, and he reaches out, and there's almost like a force that's like keeping him from reaching into the middle, almost kind of like an invisible like energy barrier that's like, "Ugh," and he just like can't, like it almost like kind of like reverse magnets. Like to
He's
him.
like, interesting. And he does like the little thing with his, like this. If he had glasses, he'd be doing this. Exactly. He's just like, interesting. And he walks back, he's just like, it's some sort of force energy, I see.
Anyways, you go and you walk around and you see right here in front of this one, it says earth. Over here, it says water. Over here, it's at the back, it says fire. And over here, it says thunder.
I relay that to everybody. Like, as I'm just reading them, I'm like reading them out loud.
Yuki pulls out the statues from the gloof bag. At least I think she has both of them. I think she does.
Okay.
Is there any inscription on them that would seem to correlate with the inscriptions?
The only inscriptions that you saw previously, which Zyl understood, was basically is just like insert this way, and so like it tells you like which way to face the in like Voidin speech. However, I'm gonna have you make a knowledge skill check as you look closer into this thing. That's gonna be with struggle for you.
Yep. Knowledge. Where's knowledge?
No.
Oh my god, my knowledge is awful. That is a 4.
A 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like, I have no idea. Like, you're just looking at this thing, like, maybe it just put it in here, like, this way. Yeah, you don't know.
And I attempt to insert it. Like, hey, is this working?
Okay, so question. Which one are you holding, and where are you trying to insert it?
Well, I'm holding, I guess the first one that I took out would be the one that's on top, so I guess the Bloodluster, since that's the one that's there.
Bloodluster, and which one are you
Yeah.
trying to insert it?
The one that's closest to me.
Alright.
So
you're
yeah.
technically in the middle here, right or left?
You know what? Right's the right way, so we're going right.
Well, is
You
there
can never be right or wrong with right. You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything about the appearance of it that would tie it to one of these?
Zyl, you go ahead and make a knowledge skill check on this thing as well. I'm gonna have you with emboldened, because you can actually like read the stuff that's on the statue too.
Sweet. pretty sweet.
15.
15. You take a look at it, at what you're trying to insert inside there, and you immediately take it away from Yuki, as if like, this doesn't belong here. And you actually instinctively, you take it and you go around to this side, and you insert it in the lightning or the thunder one, and immediately it inserts and like the sound of like stone, and it fits in, and the like angelic figure that's in the middle of it, it begins to glow a yellow from its there's like a small gemstone that looked like rock on it, and it begins to glow a little bit of a yellow.
Zyl, that's impressive. Can you read this one? And they take this Synzerac one, and she points it to Zyl.
Can I?
You do. You take it, and I'm gonna have you make another knowledge skill check with emboldened for me.
Great. 16, non-natural.
16. You make your way over to this side where the water inscription is, and you submit it, and it sinks in, and a blue gem begins to light.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we got
each and every one of you, with the exception of Belbin, make wisdom skill checks for me.
Wisdom skill check. Oof.
All right, that's a 10 for Yuki, and for Thordain, wisdom. That is
4
a
for
14.
15. 4 for Zyl.
No. 4 for Luxalia, 14 for Zyl. Sorry.
14 for Thordain as well. 14.
So as you're looking around and you're just like generally observing Zyl, one thing that you notice is by the stairs here, there is a pile of skulls, and on top of the skulls, there is a candle. So they're using the skulls as almost as like a candle light. But underneath of it, you see that there's a pile and what looks to be some kind of stonework that is underneath there.
Okay.
Make your way over, and what do you wish to do?
What do your human eyes see?
There's a pile of stones and stuff. Just start kind of brushing it off.
As you do so, you kind of move the candles over to the side, and you dig through the bones, and you see that there is another angel statue.
Oh,
pull it out. Can I tell where this one goes?
Make a knowledge skill check for me with emboldened.
That's a nat 16.
Yo,
16.
freaking sick.
You pick it up, and you know exactly where it goes. And you
Great.
make your way over to the fire, and you submit it, and immediately the gem on the top of its head, crested on its brow, begins to grow a faint orange. And that is where we're going to stop our session for tonight.
Oh, so intense.
Bum!
Oh my gosh. Well, that was fun.
So thanks
Hell
for
yeah.
everybody for coming and watching. This has been another
Thank
3-hour
you.
fun session. Some good combat, some fun role playing, all kinds of fun things have happened. So thanks for everyone for being here. Do we have any announcements or anything, Dane, before heading out?
Well, thank you again, everyone who stopped by this week. I know Cole and Max streamed earlier today in my time, I guess, but it was
Last
Friday
night for
evening.
us.
Yeah, and that was really fun, super successful.
had a
It
great
went really
time.
well. And then, yeah, I guess just for next week, the schedule will be pretty normal. So we'll be having Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll be continuing on our playthrough of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which is really fun. And again, that's just the normal 7:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time, normal stream, weekly stream time. And then next Saturday, we also have session 11 of Everlast. So be there or be square. We will be uploading this part onto YouTube this weekend as well. So those of you who happen to miss, or those of you who want to relive the action, you can do that. And also for those of you who have missed any of the previous parts, those are available on YouTube. A couple more just quick announcements. We do have Merch, which is really cool. So one thing about this game is it's a brand new tabletop RPG that's going to be coming out, but we're producing it here at Fantasy Forge Studios. If you want to get some sweet merch, we have all the exclusive rights to it, and all of the proceeds go towards supporting the creation of the game. There is also a Patreon associated with it, which you can utilize an action called giving, or you can give someone, what is it, Kyle? What's it called?
You give people
Hope. Yeah, you can give people hope.
On behalf of fate and give the players hope, which is really good and very strong and very powerful. We do have next week to be able to do that. So if you have not used your hope, make sure to use it next week so you can actually use the benefits that you're paying for.
Exactly. And if you that's at the $5 level. If you do it at the $10 level, you have 2 uses of that hope to be able to use, and you can use it whenever on any roll, which is really cool. And then you also get the podcast. So not the podcast per se, but the Adventures of Eclaas Eeas before we start streaming it, you'll be able to have access to those too. So if you're curious about any of the adventures that were before the streamed, then you can access those, which is really cool. Considering we've been doing this for about 2.5 years at this point, there's a lot of extra content for you to be able to consume. But yeah, as Kyle was showing, we do have tons of really cool merch. We got chibi figures, as you can see, like on the main map area. We got the Luxalia and Thordain one. Obviously, we got Yuki, we got Zyl, we got Belbin as well as some really cool just Japanese streetwear type stuff. We also just have generic Fantasy Forge merch. All of those proceeds are also going towards the creation of Everlast as well. So just know that your money's going towards the creation of this wonderful game and getting it out there to the public for people to be able to enjoy and have. But besides that, I think that's all the announcements. Be there or be square for Tuesday. We're gonna be doing some more Fire Emblem, and then next Saturday as well.
I have one thing to add. Today's my sister's birthday, so happy birthday to
my
sister.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's early in the morning Colorado time, so they're, I'm sure, celebrating. I guess afternoon, not early in the morning. It's afternoon at this point, but they're celebrating. They're doing their fun thing. So happy birthday to my sister. I'm pretty sure she's not watching this, but if she is, happy birthday, sis.
Happy birthday. Great. Anyone else? Max or Connor? Any speak now?
Nope.
Forever hold your peace.
I'm holding my peace.
What about your baby? Your baby has anything to say?
She is hungry.
Okay.
So no.
She's hungry.
She's like,
and she's concerned about Belbin.
Yep.
Yes. Aren't we all?
Hungry hippo.
All right, cool. Well, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. We do have our latest podcast from sessions, I guess technically from 8 and 9, but it was a big in-depth introduction to the creation of the game and stuff too. So that is also uploaded
really cool.
onto YouTube.
So
yeah, it's really fun. It's my favorite podcast we've done so far, for sure. And that is again available exclusively on our YouTube channel. So all the links are in the about section down below. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. So
awesome.
Access
well,
those.
thank you all for joining us. Players, thanks for being here. Join us next weekend for part 11 of the Adventures of Eclaas Eeas. And
Luxalia will be back, I hope.
Yeah, Luxalia will be back, and we'll see you there. And may Omnia guide you all.